Top of the top. What's up? What's up, y'all? Good morning. We back. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. It's epic. Today will be epic, man. Get your stuff together, man. Let's go. We back live on the internet. Let's go. Back to this thing. This Diddy trial, man. We're going back into everything. We up. What's good, y'all? Life going fast. What's up? About to get into it. Hopefully everybody feeling good this morning. Shout out to everybody that's up. Everybody that's in tune. Everybody that's been waiting. Shout out to everybody across the map. Shout out to everybody overseas. Everybody on this internet this morning. We up. That's right. We always up. Yeah, y'all. Today gonna be epic. Yeah, a lot to talk about. We're going back into it. Like I said, updates, live documentaries every day, 7 a.m. Live documentaries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, live documentaries, a little bit of comedy and everything else. It's just entertainment. All right. That's it. So, like I said, I already know it's people taking this case too far. People taking everything so serious. You know, at the end of the day, these are rich people, man. Why people always want to put themselves in rich people, like people try to measure life up off of rich people when these people are weirdos. Huh? People want to use morals and principles when it comes to weirdos. It don't work like that, see, because you're a weirdo. We're going to get into that, y'all. We're going to get into a lot. Like I said, this whole thing is nothing but a revelation of what's been going on already. That's all this is. This ain't about no damn Cassie. It ain't about Diddy. It's about all they ass. It's about all of them. And the ones that ain't caught, it's about a whole nation, a whole family of people that have been doing this for years. And it's all being exposed. That's all it is. It's entertainment. That's why I be telling people. If you pay attention and watch and just listen and just enjoy it, you'll get the whole day. But if you one of them people, if you still into who right or wrong or who did what or did that, you still ain't getting it, is you? All right, that's on you. Anyway, top of the top, we up. Get an interruption because I got some work got to get done today, so it might be interruption, but it's gonna be for a pause. But I ain't stopping until I finish what I got to say. Top of the top, we up. All right, boom. Links is dropped. It's time to go. Appreciate all y'all. I had a 7:15. What up, punches? Intro. That's right. Everybody rhymes appreciate it. It's the internet. This ain't Hollywood. I've been told y'all that. This ain't no Hollywood channel. It ain't gonna be ran like Hollywood, meaning it ain't gonna be nothing like black entertainment. That's right. Black entertainment is falling on their face. They're in the dirt and they ducking and dodging and running and scrambling. But it's the last dollars they gonna get. It's that simple. It's that simple. The bank done stopped. What up? Top of the top. What up, family? What's up, y'all? Shout out to everybody on green. Everybody in between. Everybody that's up, tapped in, hitting like buttons, leaving comments, likes, laughing, tearing up the chat. Emojis and all. We up. Let's go. All right, that's it. Let me do me. Y'all do y'all. All right? That's it. All right, let's go. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. All right, let's go. Intro. What's up, Miss Solara? Thank y'all all. Everybody that been donating, purchasing memberships. Yeah, a lot of stuff going down. Trapped in Fantasy Land 4 Sunday. Let's go. Big Dre. What's up, Big Dre? What's up, Sandra D? I'm just gonna do what I do, y'all. I'm just gonna bring entertainment, man. Yeah, man. What's up, Big? What's up, everybody? What's up, Miss Brown? What up, punches? What's up? All right, y'all waited long enough. What's up, QB? What's up, Tiger? All right, let's go. We got to get into it. I'm going to holler at y'all throughout the show. Y'all keep it cooking. What's up, Professor? That's right. For those who don't know, man, Thursdays is Fridays around here. I don't even know how it's Thursday that quick. Hold on. I gotta check again. I don't sound stupid. That's how fast time be flying. Yeah, it's Thursday. All right. That's how it works. So anyway, what's up, Terry? What's up, Rennie and Todd Deuce, Star Child? What's good? Sandra, what's up? All right, this intro, everything gonna be time stamped. What's up, Lavish? That's right. I'm gonna take off. Told him, man. Look, I watched yesterday, did my homework. All I keep hearing is freaky stories. What up, King Nimrod? So I keep hearing this freaky story. What's up, View Star? So all I keep getting is freaky stories, y'all. Freaky tales. So look, I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. Like I said, this is nothing but a revelation. This is nothing but hip hop on trial. This is nothing but gangster rap on trial. This is a gangster rap. This is a gangster rap thing. But it's everything. Because gangster rap was born out of hip hop. So it's all together. So we're going to look at a lot today. Oh, man, we're going to look at a lot today. What's up, KC? What's up? Where you been at? I know you've been in the back. What's up? What's up, y'all? We up. So look, let's just go, man. I got a lot to talk about today. All right, y'all. Let's just go. Shout out to the replay game, man. That's the family always tapped in. And let's go. Let's go. Appreciate all of y'all. My people that's already in tune. Y'all know it's nothing but love. But at the end of the day, we just going to talk what we've been talking about. All right? Like I said, we all love this game. We all love the music, but people don't want to accept it, y'all. So like I said, ain't about that. My whole thing, what I'm telling you is, I just enjoy the show because I know what it's about. It's about a revelation of something I believed in when I was a kid. Something I believed in when I was a kid. Something I was into from a teenager, 20s. What? Rap. Hip-hop. Huh? And we know damn well we ain't just listen to music. We were living out. We were living it out. Not saying that we were brainwashed. Not saying it ain't just about that. People just know that's the life. That was the life. That was the life. That was the visual of success. That was the visual of making it. That was the visual of doing something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know you got to keep it real because we going there today. All right? When keeping it real goes wrong. So I've been looking at public opinion, like I said. We did that yesterday. We're going to do that again today. We just looking at facts because it's playing out. This shit is playing out in the people's life. Anybody been in an abusive relationship off the rip, this traumatizing you. See what I'm saying? Any man that know damn well in his chest he a woman beater, this is just traumatizing him. Any woman know she been abused, traumatizing her. Well, I know what this is. This is a psychological trauma event as well. I know what this is. This is so deep, y'all. Because like I said, it also applies to anybody that didn't get over their past. You're going to be traumatized. Anybody that did not advance in life, that believed in hip-hop, you're going to still feel stuck and so low. Remember when I said, for some reason, they was going to try to keep people depressed with this dark cloud. You ain't noticed that yet? 2025, we about to be June. It's summertime coming. You said they're going to have everybody in this funk, right? Because I told you this is going to go on the whole summer. So like I said, the plan is for you to watch this and get depressed and choose sides. When really, for me, it's nothing entertainment for the summer. That's about it. That's it. That's it. But I know what's going on. This is traumatizing, y'all. It's a lot of trauma in this. It's a lot of exposure in this. Now, this stuff happened around America. See, like I said, I don't speak on white business because I wasn't raised in a white household. I wasn't raised around white people. So I don't speak on white business. So I just let people know that. Ain't nothing racial about this channel, but things got to be clarified. All right? Because we're in a world of diversity now. And now you're seeing everything from the past is being exposed, y'all, or it's being put away. It's going to be exposed. It's going to be put in the light. It's going to be destroyed, and it's going to get thrown in the trash. And life goes on. That's what you watch. So I know this is hip-hop being thrown in the trash. I know it is. Because I know they already gave an anniversary, and what? They already built a hip-hop museum, which means what? This shit is history. Museum means history. So I know what it was. I told y'all 2 years ago, I'm not a genius. I just know what it is. Because this thing play a part of my life, this thing called rap music. You know, for people that didn't love music in their heart the way I did, maybe it don't affect you like that. Meaning, I've been over it already, y'all. When I realized I was the fool being played and I was the dummy ruining my life, and I'm in this world where I think I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? No, you don't think you Diddy in your mind. You don't think you Jay-Z. You got your own character you think you are. Whoever the fuck it is. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, where the whole key is you're going to try to be everything else but who the hell you was supposed to be when you was born. And then you're going to learn, man, that don't even be their name. Man, Sean Combs probably that man's name. Tory Lane, that ain't his real name. That don't be their real. Even when you think that's their government name, that ain't their name. Nope. That's how fake they be. Real talk. Because that's the whole key. That's why in America, damn near everything you deal with is say what? What's your nickname? Because we in fantasy land, y'all. We raised in a world of fantasy. What's the fantasy? The American dream. What's the fantasy? I want to get rich. I want this money. I want to be rich. That's the dream, y'all. Once you start chasing that dream, and once you start putting in your mind, you want to be rich, that's where it go. But like the Man album said, no way out. No way out. So like I keep telling y'all, Cassie got a payout. What he did to her wasn't right. He abused her. But you got to understand, it's an abusive game. What Diddy did to Cassie is the same thing as, if anybody know about gang, anybody, man, a lot of y'all know, y'all fraternities, y'all smart. It's called hazing. He was hazing her ass. You know what happened in the gang? When somebody in the gang violate, they might take them in the back room and whip their ass, stomp them the hell out, then pick them back up after that. That's gang. That's how they get down, because they all dirty. So what you're looking at really is Cassie having a redemption, yeah, because she changed her life a long time ago. And I'm pretty sure she probably been wanted to leave, but he wouldn't let her. So what I said yes, remember when I said yes, I said, yo, I started putting together. She always knew she would never have no peace as long as he had them damn videos. It's in the court. That's part of it. Part of this thing is first of all, the truth is, he did her dirty. He didn't let her career go. He stopped her from making money. So she had to come back and get her money. That's the lawsuit. That's for the money he messed up, jerking her ass. And then she knew she had to get that video thing dealt with. He was threatened with dropping it. He was threatening her to drop videos on her since they were separated. Yeah. And remember when I said it's like throughout the years he had to keep blackmailing her because he knew she would want to leave. So I already peeped what it is. Remember when I said yesterday, I think he was making her get in tubs full of baby oil with that cat. All right, yeah. See, I know the real drug that's in that baby oil. I just ain't gonna say it. We looked it up for the DA website. Yes, the thing that knocks your ass out. And I think that's how he was controlling them. Because remember, you said, okay, say Diddy trying to get her to do drugs. Cassie don't want to do the drugs. So he to trick her ass, make her get in the pool with the baby oil, whole time the baby oil tainted. By the time they get out, leave the room, she drugged up, and they going out for the night. Yeah, we're going to look at a lot of stuff. So like I said, no, this is what I've been getting from it. Yes, Cassie she started out innocent. Then she got in the game, all right? Once she got in the game, she was in it, y'all. But when she was in, she was in. But then I think throughout that time, she wanted to get out. And when she wanted to get out, he made it hard for her. And that's when it started getting nasty. Yeah. But see, one thing, I'm not stupid, like I said. It's some things we're going to look at today. And like I said, I ain't here to demonize none of them. They're a couple. I look at them as a married couple, y'all. I'm sorry. We spoke about it the other day. Common sense, when you pay attention, Cassie and Diddy was together more than the average couple. You might, like I said, I don't deal with, look, in my mind, they were married. I don't deal with all that other stuff. They were married. That's how long they was together, y'all. I've been on this planet for a minute. But when I think about Diddy and woman, he was with Cassie the most. She's in my mind the most as his girl. That's how I look at them. You see what I'm saying? So this is a lesson in this. This is a revelation. Some of y'all Cassie right now. See what I'm saying? Some of y'all Diddy right now. So that's why I say all of this is a lot going on. What's up, what's up, all y'all? So let's go. All right, come on. I'm going to take off. And I want y'all to know, I ain't got no side. I'm going to call it what it is. I'm telling you, analytics. Ain't no good or evil on this channel. That's right. So like I said, remember when I said yesterday, I said, look, I said for some reason when I'm looking on the TV, that footage from the hotel looked different. Bingo. Here goes some footage from the hotel. Guess what they did? They played the whole clean version. They played the whole version. So anyway, first prosecutors showed it all the way through. Then they played it as the hotel assistant security director at the time, Israel Flores' picture described what was happening. So he the one that was there. He was at the hotel, and he was the one in court breaking down the footage play by play. All right? Like it was an NFL football game. All right? That's what I'm talking about. So look, these are the things right here, y'all. When I said we don't know everything. When I said, look, we've been looking at everything through phones. When people wake up, you're going to realize, y'all, the last 10 years, everything you know and say out your mouth right now, 9 times out of 10, you got it off your phone. You saw it on your phone. That's just what it was. Because for over a decade, we've been living in a phone and out of phone. I'm not playing with you. So when I watched it yesterday, I said, yo, I never even noticed Cassie actually went to the elevator and put her socks on. Something like that. I just seen her putting something on her feet. I'm like, she was there for a minute. Because they showed it like in real time. When I saw it on TV, they were showing how while she was at the elevator, he didn't even come out the room yet. Now, by the time she put on the stuff on her feet, he done came out the room running towards her. She could have left. But I was like, remember I said, yeah, I said, yo, I think she was high. And the truth is, I think she was high. Because that's another thing. They would go to them rooms to strictly party and do certain stuff. See, that man was smart with certain stuff too. So I think about all of it later. You know why he was doing certain stuff in hotel rooms? The hotel rooms was incrimination. So when he's filmed in the hotel room, it won't be filmed in his house. Get it? No lawsuits. Started peeping a lot of it. A lot of his dirt. A lot of the blackmail went down in the hotel rooms, y'all. Because if you do it in your house, you call it in your background, your house gonna be in it. So that's why I kept putting together these stories of these hotels, and these hotels will be messy in these hotels. Then he beating her in the hotel. You see what I'm saying? And I'm looking at a lot of stuff. See, I'm looking at it like this. This could have been a night they was in a hotel, had some stuff going on. This could have been a night Cassie ain't wanting to do with it no more. Get it? What people don't know, what I know, and I comprehend very well. Cassie was used as a person to set people up. He used his woman to blackmail your ass. He used his woman for dirt, y'all. These are the facts. His family was Kim Porter. What's my other proof? I'm going to prove today. What else I'm going to prove today? No, the truth is, Diddy and Cassie was Bonnie and Clyde. Anybody know rap? Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Let me prove they was Bonnie and Clyde. Who was Diddy's main lady? Who was his wife? Kim, right? All right, let's say that. His baby mama, right? The one he loved. Boom, okay. Who was his other main lady he trusted the most? Is it not that woman in court right now? His Ghislaine Maxwell? That lady by the name of KK? He trusted her more than Cassie, y'all. These are facts. All right? Cassie was for him. Cassie was for doing dirt, y'all. That's right. And being that she was doing dirt, yes, he was extorting her. She had to do more dirt. And when she didn't want to do no more dirt, no, you're going to do this dirt. And when you want to leave, you ain't leaving because we got to do this dirt. You my partner in crime in this blackmail thing. You the woman. That's why you're going to see clear as day. When she left, he had to get a young Miami. Because what he got to do, he need a side chick to do it with. And you're going to see, look how long she been with Diddy. That's what y'all not getting. So, once again, just like we should. Hey, yo, yesterday, y'all peeped that picture. Yet with Justin French, that was Bust in the background. And I think that was LeBron James. But something I said before when I was like, yo, a lot of parties, a lot of them be there. It's just that I told you the smart ones don't be on the camera. When you LeBron James playing for the NBA, you can't. He always knew better than that shit. Don't be at the bar. First of all, LeBron knew that, period. See, you guys peep game. The smart people know, don't even be by the bar. I'm LeBron James. I can't even be by the bar, by the alcohol. So that's why we saw LeBron in the back. These are the things been going on for years. See, Jay-Z and certain people know that. They're around, they're in the spot, but they're in the back. First of all, if I got a clean image, I can't be by the bar drinking alcohol. I got Gatorade sponsorships. McDonald's, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't be by that area. Y'all fuck around, be smoking a blunt. I get caught on camera. I'm messed up. So the smart ones always know that. Meaning, or you might see Diddy and them on the floor partying, but the other celebrities, they in VIP in the back. You just don't see them. That's why I said they never gonna trick me. Because I know in this game, when you rich, the only time they get a chance to get out the house and see each other is when they party and link up. See what I'm saying? So I'm not the idiot to think because somebody's not on camera, they ain't in there or around. No, that's all of their ass, y'all. So like that picture we looked at yesterday, you seen LeBron in the back, you seen Busta Rhymes, but you might not see every picture, but no, y'all, they all be there. So this is something I'm putting out today. Now, remember in the story, it said that he took Cassie to Vegas for her birthday. And we also went into, that's where he took Meek Mill for his birthday. But see, something I did, we went through all this on the channel, y'all, but something I never said, because now today I'm going to prove it to you. We're going to go back into it. Guess what? Check this out. This is what everybody missed, but only I know this shit. Because everybody else, they follow narratives of TV, right? Check it out, y'all. Boom. So remember when he took Meek Mill for his birthday and spent that $27,000, and they turned it into the Maybach Mansion, aka the Layback Mansion? He was with Cassie at that same time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like this. I'm like, yo, far as I know, goddamn Cassie was with them that day in that house. With who? Meek Mill, Lil Durk, Fresh Montana. Guess what? We going back there today because that was 2014 and Cassie was with his ass back then. This ain't about Cassie, y'all. Cassie got a payout. She got a justice already. All right? This case is about exposing the hip-hop culture. the gangster rap culture that you witnessed since Diddy been in power. That's what this is about, y'all. This is not about Diddy and Cassie. That's this on this channel. I'm letting you know what I'm. This channel is about. It's not about Diddy and Cassie. It's about the game. But they are actually telling you the revelation of what they were doing. See, they telling you how they was getting down. It's just that your story you're getting in court is with a model. But this is the game they played with the 700 dildos, guys. Let me make it clear for you. This is the game they played with 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Cassie there the whole time. And when she left, Young Miami there the whole time. So that's why I say. So remember, yesterday was being spoken about Young Miami getting peed on. Because they like, yo, shit, you were with him all week. Basically, Young Miami, you was doing the same thing Cassie was doing. So that everybody's putting it together now, and everybody know what it is. That's what this case is, a revelation, y'all. It's a revelation of what was going down in the game. The only difference is take the model out the story. Put Will Smith in it. Take the model out the story. I put First Bunch. That's how the shit go. This is what they were doing. All right? They're letting you know the gangster rap program that Diddy ran. The freak. That's why they're giving you the freaky revelations. They let you know how low down dirty he is. Because now they want you to think about all the people he's been with and hugged up with and happy with. Puff, puff, puff. That's what it's about. And then you're going to see all the ones that said puff. They don't want to say nothing no more. Have you ever seen this many people turn invisible? Have you ever seen people that talk so much lose their tongue? No, y'all. This is about them. This shit is affecting celebrities more than us. That's right. His name was P. Diddy for a reason. His name was also P. Diddy because he was a predator. That's right. Let's go. We just getting started, y'all. Let's go. Ha ha. Let's go. Jokes. Jokes. They say, meanwhile, P. Diddy in court making hearts. All right? Cassie ought to stand crying. Meanwhile, Diddy making hand hearts. Guess what? People laughing and joking, clowning and clowning and clowning. That's right. You better not be depressed off this case. No, it's called payback. It's called the industry. It's called the same people that was flossing on you, the same people getting exposed. Good morning, Al. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Neil. All right, let's go. So look, so he is going down by himself for all of this. That's what people are saying. That's the main reason. Look, y'all, like I said, that's the main thing people not feeling. So I ain't feeling that. If I say this, you know, I want this to be like everything else. I want it to be like gang. I want it to be like mafia. When they got John Gotti, and then next thing you know, they start putting up all the vans with all his crime mates getting out the van, locked up. I want to see vans unloaded in cuffs like that. You know what I'm saying? Vans pulling up. We like, oh, shit. Oh, we ain't know. Oh, I want to see that. Yeah, van pulling up. People embarrassed with cuffs, shackled together. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Then I'll be like, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, all they ass. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that'll be a real good show. So, life after Diddy. Here's Meek Mill. Can y'all see how Diddy destroyed that man and took his soul? Told you, man, when a man take your soul, it's gone, guys. You can't get it back. That man Meek Mill is destroyed. All right? He's destroyed. You see me? Last week, seemingly distanced himself from Diddy. You see, this was after the fact when Meek was getting exposed. Meek is destroyed, y'all. I just want y'all to know that because you know we've been talking about this stuff, and it's just funny because Wale came out and said something because you know it was said that Diddy did something to Wale. So funny. I was cleaning out my pictures. I came back across the picture of Wale. The same as that day, Wale's back talking again. I don't know why him and Meek keep showing their face because around here, we already know. Around here, Meek Mill and Wale has been labeled the first artist signed to Layback Music. Layback. All right? Because Rick Ross got him first, and then he passed Meek Mill to Diddy. And that's what happened. We got the proof. I've been trying to tell y'all 2 years ago, Philly, but you wouldn't listen. All right? Hey, that's what he was signed to. Meanwhile, y'all all know about what's going on. And I told you supposed to be laughing at this. You supposed to be joking. You supposed to be ragging their ass because they were clowning on you. That's right. They're the ones made your life ass backwards. Following them? That's right. Also, they're the ones embarrassing. Guess what? They also the reason why those people will never get no more big checks ever again. Ever. Ever. So today, right? Things that I said, we're going to go back into it. Remember when I said People had their time already. See, in the Michael Jackson era, in the 80s and all that, Prince and all of them, you know, Oprah them first blew up, and, you know, you had Don King, all these people coming to success, Jesse Jackson and all them running for president, because I know it started when Jesse Jackson ran for president. You know, when I was a little kid, and Jesse Jackson ran for president. That's when I first saw the first Obama sensation. I been saw that. So my point is, at that time, it was this thing created called black celebrity. Because people don't know black celebrity started in the 80s. But see, I told y'all it was a very important movie that came out in the 80s, and it came out right before this shit took place. So remember when I told y'all your life is scripted and everything is a joke? That's why I don't take this serious, because it was a movie called Trading Places that came out. And in the movie Trading Places came out, they told you what was going to happen. You know what they said in the movie? We're going to step down and we're going to give you guys power. The thing is, the power is not real. We're going to make it like you got power. It's called Trading Places. I kept telling you that. I should have saved it for movie to code, but I'm going to give it to you in this show. All right? Anyway, P. Diddy is a damn devil. What I tell you, he's the Baphomet of the industry. All right? You look at that goat. You look at that face on that 5-point star. That's Diddy, fool. That's right. Or the industry. When it comes to industry, he was the devil, y'all. Because he was the devil that had to keep the demons in line. Sometimes you got to tell you that. He was the gatekeeper of the rest of the demons. That was his job. All right? So they were all the wicked cult gang because that's what they did. They were also, they had other alias also known as the GAY Mafia. That's right. They also had a lot of stories about booty goons. That's right. Because most of the wickedry they did, most of the wickedry they did was bending grown men over. That's right. That's a lot of his dirty work. But the thing is, he's not charged with no men. That's the problem. So, anyway, as you see, P. Diddy is being portrayed as the devil around the world. That's the devil he is. But guess what? A lot of us, we already knew that. So you mean to tell me this man been accused of a lot of stuff, this devil, but this devil been walking around for 20 years. And now I'm supposed to be upset with this devil now when Pac and Biggie died a long time ago. And Biggie died when he was my favorite rapper. You know, I been knew Diddy wasn't shit. All right? Been knew that. That's why I'm the one that been told y'all their time is up. Told you that shit years ago. Why? Because they didn't do nothing good. When there's no good in you, you're the damn devil. It's very simple. All right? When I told you their real charges is they didn't do nothing for nobody, their community. They didn't establish nothing. They didn't do nothing for the country. They didn't start no business. They didn't generate no good tax money. They didn't do nothing, y'all. That is their real crime. Period. Whatever you want to call it, karma, whatever you want to call it. It's a reason for this, y'all. It's a reason why now he is the number one face on the planet. No ifs, ands about it, on the planet of disrespect. But it ain't just him. It's everybody under him. That's right. So remember I told you these fools been playing make-believe because they don't know what's going on. This is the end of a generation. I'm talking about born in a certain era. And I'm going to be real. This is definitely about the end of the era called the baby boomers. That's what it is. That's why you have not been noticing that the baby boomers on up have been getting slayed. Because it's the end of an era. The baby boomer era represents the generation of people that won't change. Because they're highly embedded in their behavior. So I know what this is. It's part of it. Trust me on that. But what are they saying? This is what the world's saying. A lot of people saying this. With all the Diddy talk, let's not forget who groomed him. Now, why am I showing you this? How many times I kept telling you? It's the executives. The executives are the freaks. The executives, the rich men, the very rich men that have been around since Aretha Franklin days that love dog meat. It's the executives that are the official certified pervs. They were the ones with all the money. And if you want that money and that man like you, you are straight. They are the ones that started it. So when you keep hearing about how Diddy was turned into a monster, that's the truth. Get it? And I'm not talking about no damn excuses. Meaning, he was a damn monster. He lived it. He was proud of it. He stood on it. But the truth is that was his damn program. Because if all you know, that's all you're going to know. And if you take that deal with that devil, you're going to do it. Huh?
Because Diddy took a deal with that devil, and then he became a devil, and they had to torment his people. That's what he had to do. Because they said, we ain't going to do it. Y'all going to do it. Told you it happened in the 80s. In the 80s, it was this thing called Trading Places. This is when they understood virtual reality. They understood, They understood the science of what looks like stuff and what really is. So in the 80s, when things started to take off in technology, the powers that be said, we can lay low, and we will let characters on TV appear to run things. We will create a whole world played out through TV, Hollywood, New York City. And we will make them think all these characters on the TV got the power. Meanwhile, the ones with the power, they'll never see their face. That's why a lot of these people you ain't start knowing until the internet came out. Because the real powers of the dark side, you ain't going to see them, you ain't going to know them. They're the ones that push the button. So, Diddy was groomed by Clyde Davis, a pervert. He loved black meat. He loved them young. He loved them all. White, black, male, female. He loved them all. He's a freak. Certified freak. Who else raised Diddy up? Quincy Jones, a certified freak. You mean Quincy Jones that everybody knew did it to Tevin Campbell, that young boy? And he still was being praised to the day he died? Quincy Jones? Yep. But do a lot of these fools even know that for some strange reason, Quincy Jones died on Diddy's birthday? Yep. Right. Why? Because Quincy Jones is the main one that pillars the black entertainers. He also taught him the game. So when you see little Quincy, Diddy's son-in-law walking around from Albie Shaw, he was named after Quincy Jones. Because Quincy Jones and Albie Shaw was in a relationship. Quincy Jones is the one that made you, what? Like LL. Quincy Jones did it, LL made him a star. Quincy Jones and Will Smith was in a relationship. That's right. They are the ones that did it to them black boys when they were young, turn them into stars. Then after that, they say, hey, you black guys, you take care of it now. And that's what happened. All right? I'm going to break it down real simple. This ain't no Hollywood spectacle. This ain't TV. All right? This ain't no scapegoat shit. All right? How the hell does Diddy only one blame? That's one thing. But I'm not the one saying it. This is what people been saying. They're like, yo, they saying, look, how the hell is one man in trouble of an organization of 30 years? Knowing goddamn well, people with a common sense brain know I ain't going to say too much or nothing. Let's go. Nightmare. Why? It's an exposure. See, what they not getting is, today is Diddy. Who's next? Who's next? That's how it works, y'all. No, this is a revelation. And they also been telling you, Diddy controlled them all. See, I'm smart enough to know he ain't just controlled Cassie, he controlled Jay-Z like that too. Only thing is, Jay-Z more of a punk. He did what he said. That's right. He controlled all of them. I've been getting these clues and tips. How you think Cuba Gooding Jr. got a charge for what? Doing something to women, dealing with drugs and all that in court right now because of Diddy? Why is LeBron in trouble because of Diddy? You got the clues, you got the proof. When he tell you to do something, you're going to do it, or you're going to be caught up in something with that man either way. That's why I keep telling you, nobody's clean, bruh. Nobody's clean. Because the dealer got 250 cameras. And like y'all said, them 250 cameras got hard drives. And then he was also secretly recording with cell phones. Everybody's in trouble. Meaning, everybody going to still get embarrassed through this Diddy trial. Why? This is a revelation of the industry, mainly black entertainment. What you got to do when you're around Diddy, how he get down, what he going to do to you. This man gets semen rubbed on his nipples. Huh? So ask yourself, why did these men keep coming back? And why these men ain't showing their true colors? Why? Because they exposed. Why? It's simple. It's simple. Well, guess what? It's only two things. If Diddy didn't do nothing to me, that's my friend. That's my friend. What is there to hide? If he didn't do nothing to you, what's to hide? Why are they hiding their support for him? It's proven on the internet they are friends. Okay, boom. It's simple. Either he did something to you or he didn't. I'm talking about the ones that been his friend for all these years. Puff, Puff. You know Puff, 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 Puff. Where they at? Either he did something to you or he didn't. Because if he ain't doing nothing to me, I'll be out there right there. I'm just here to support Puff, man. All I know is he did good by me. That's all I know. They can't say that, can they? Can they say that? No. Their careers are over anyway, so I don't know what they're trying to protect. Ain't no such thing as a billionaire media mogul going down and you going to have a career, fool. Huh? Well, he the one that started the whole shit. If I know damn well in my brain, this man was a dancer, became a mogul before any of y'all niggas even thought of. If I know he was a dancer first, I remember he was a goddamn sidekick for Father MC. When I'm a little teen, we on the floor watching MTV Raps, watching that shit, eating cereal. Diddy is a fucking dancer. Back then, trying to be MC Hammer. You feel me? If I saw him go from that to the biggest dog, do you think I believe any one of y'all under him? No. Because before he existed, none of y'all existed. So that means when he disappeared, you're going to disappear. It's very simple, y'all. They deal with this shit in chronological order. All right? He was the first to blow up. He's the first to get dealt with. Why? You're going to see your daddy get his ass whipped. Y'all looked up to Diddy, right? Watch your daddy get his ass whipped. That's what you're watching. Huh? Then your daddy do you like that? Your mama, huh? You're going to see this ass whipping and you're going to be in a room. No, you next. That's what happening. Public humiliation of hip-hop, y'all. They trying to cover it up. Guess what? Chuck D said some dumb shit. I got Chuck D, y'all. He's busted. I got Chuck D. He busted. Why? Chuck D also was another hip-hop rapper. Yes, the rhythm, the rebel, Public Enemy. He brainwashed me with that Black Power stuff. Yeah, Chuck D told me fight the power, even though he was working for the white man the whole time. Yup. But Chuck D job was to gaslight me to be a black racist and ruin my life and go to jail trying to be a fake-ass Black Panther. And what Chuck D told me, that's right. But Chuck D is also the CEO and the leader of what? The Hip Hop Museum. But Chuck D don't think I know that he works for Bambaataa. And then again, who cares? I don't care about y'all hip hop. Nobody's trying to stop y'all rap. The problem is y'all won't claim hip hop as a gay culture, so it'll be respected by the gays. Huh? How many of y'all seen Godfather Harlem? Let me speed it up for you. If you see the Godfather Harlem, they will tell you in it right now. Now they got to finish your coining. They will show you how the Black Panthers were dealing with the liberals, but what they won't tell you, those liberals were gay. And I told you, the liberal movement, hippie movement, and Black Power always went together. It was always Black Power and gay stuff going on, and it was always a lot of sex because the Black Panthers were poor, but those gay liberals had the money. But that's the same exact way hip-hop was started. I told you I know this whole shit now, from the 70s on up. See, Chuck D bet them old heads thought they were going to keep tricking people because they ain't going to know the real history. But when I went into them damn 60s, 70s, I brought it up. Then you're going to see when hip-hop started, they were using all them beats from where? The 60s. No, hip-hop was always a gay foundation. It's okay, but it's telling you in the Diddy trial, guys. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's it. So, like I said, I got to get somebody because what happened already. Who cares? But you're going to take this embarrassment or you're going to stand on it. That's all it is. It ain't nothing else, ain't nothing spectacular to it. Now, come on, Fantasyland. Let's go. All right? Let's go. Because, see, y'all believed in that bullshit. Trading places. Yeah, a lot of y'all saw it. You was raised on it. You seen it, but did you understand it? No. Because y'all kept telling me about all these people that got power and Jay-Z this and Diddy that. No, it's called Trading Places. All right? Now, go watch the movie today, youngins. Then I keep telling you, you're going to watch a lot of Netflix, but they ain't going to put real movies on there. You're going to watch a lot of shit, but that shit going to be corny as hell. Because there's a lot of movies of truth they don't want you to watch no more. But I told you, any movie made in America with any real celebrity, that's a Hollywood movie. And this also is one of the movies that made Eddie Murphy a Hollywood star because this movie was deep. This whole movie was showing you before it happened the concept of how the rich elite will take a bum off the street named Jay-Z, pick one, and turn him into a goddamn star rich man. But when it's all said and done, it's a game being played. It's called Trading Places, right? And guess who the game got played on? Huh? That's Jay-Z and them right there. Huh? Showing you. We're gonna get the poorest one. Because he was a poor down little dirty bum scammer. We're gonna get a bum criminal on top of that. What can I always say about gangster rap? They prefer deals, right? They prefer deals to homosexual black men in prison, right? They really told me they prefer deals to homosexual black men in PC that are criminals. They prefer criminals that are compromising this game. Criminals that are compromising this game, because only way to control a guy like them, these people from the ghetto, they got to be compromised. Once they're compromised on some type of paperwork, you got them. They can't do shit. So it's in the movie. You get the worst bum you can find on the corner. You make his ass a goddamn celebrity. You make his ass rich. Huh? Pick one. Pick your famous one. Remember when I tell you that when you see somebody come out of nowhere, that's how it go. We're going to make you a star. Pick one. That's Glorilla at rallies. Pick one, y'all. That's how it go. When Russell Simmons fond of you, that's how it go. See, you think the people got a deal. No, this is how they pick their litter. Also, they pick them through male escort services. You don't know some of these rappers who do male escort service. You don't know some of these females would do escort services, man. No such thing as a superstar. They made, y'all. That's why you had to be sold a dream. This is Clyde Davis and somebody else in Diddy. That's it. This is what you're going to do, what you're going to be. But the whole time, this is the whole kicker. That black man, he don't know it's a joke being played on him. He don't know this shit based on a bet. He don't know that, though. Huh? He don't know that. So when I told you, when it's all said and done, they always going to renege on the bet. Kept telling you that. This every goddamn person that believed the dream they was going to make it rich. Huh? How? Taking them shortcuts. You know what I'm really saying, though, right? So when I tell y'all this y'all life, pick one. It's always a story. That's Africa Bambaataa right there. When the white man gave the money and said, go start that hip-hop in the ghetto. Same shit, y'all. It's all the same. All right? So I'm going to let you know this your fucking life. Huh? This your life. Who the fuck is that? Jay-Z, Diddy, Beyonce? I don't know, but they were showing you in the movie. We'll take a fucking bum out of nowhere, right? And we'll give them all our power. It's called trading places. You're going to be us now, boy. All right? And when you be us, you're going to have the power. You're going to be the man. And everybody going to look up to you. Meanwhile, you're going to be a straight idiot and a fool. Huh? And a dummy and a criminal. So when I hear about them fools was in the industry with criminal behavior, I get it very clear. Why? Well, the guy told you from Marcy Projects, right? Told about the shit he did. Well, obviously, he was nothing but a criminal that flipped and perpetrated like to be an executive. That fool was never an executive. How the hell you a criminal for 30 years and then you an executive? Meaning that fool was never no damn executive. He ain't go to school for that shit. Hell no. No degree. He had no degrees, none of that shit. Hold up. Matter of fact, am I stupid? Somebody slapped the shit out of me. Does Jay-Z have any degrees in business at all? Any degrees in business at all? Communicate anything? Holler at me. Told you, Fantasyland. No, we're not playing. All right, youngsters, new world. Get them degrees, man. You get money like a rapper, you get more money than a damn rapper. And you ain't got to be ashamed of yourself. All right? Does Jay-Z have any business degrees? Huh? Does he have any business degrees? I don't think so. What we talking about now? This is what's going on, y'all. All right? That's Diddy right there. That's Jay-Z. Pick one. Let's go. All right, let's go. Because keeping it real go wrong. So, this whole thing, what I'm getting nothing but stories of what they do. What we already been hearing, already know. What I say, this is for the public that never heard about it. Because remember, when you understand the concept of rap and hip hop is their culture. And they already was raised in all this nasty ass shit. So to them, it's nothing. But to the rest of the world, it is the most horrific, nastiest stuff, especially when I seen Cassie said she had sores on her mouth and oh man. UTIs. Well, what did we say already? Family, they got hella STDs. Why? We never hear about condoms. They don't use condoms at the freak off. They all nasty. They didn't want to believe Usher had what? Happy, okay. They still support Usher. Usher done made a payout for STD since 2018. They still buy Usher tickets. R. Kelly, he's making a payout right now because he gave it to somebody. He owed $200,000 in medicine. But what they're not telling you is, damn near all of them got something, dummy. Because they all be together. And that's another reason why they got to all be together, because they all got the same thing. They get with a regular person, get their ass sued. That's right. I'm telling you, man, it's all a revelation of a nasty-ass culture that you've seen with your own eyes. How many times you seen them pass the same girl off? But what you didn't know, they had threesomes together, too. See, the whole scenario of the Cassie Diddy, you probably ain't catching this. God damn it, they were having threesome with Kid Cudi. How you know that? Well, duh. Didn't they tell you the whole time they were together 11 years? They were together for years, right? Okay, then. So if they were together for years, how the hell they were together for years and what made Diddy blow his car? Think about it. You know, people don't use their brain. All right? All right, boom, bro. I was with this woman 11 years. I was controlling the fuck out of her, right? Which means she ain't had no time away from me. Meaning she couldn't do shit. So how the hell did my girl get a chance to cheat on me so bad I had to blow the man card? Meanwhile, I'm always up her ass 24/7. Don't make sense, do it. Well, I can look at it like maybe they was all kicking it and maybe some shit went left. Huh? Maybe some shit. Maybe they had some threesomes. And maybe Kid Cudi and Cassie kept keeping contact and Diddy caught their ass. Huh? I told you it's all in the damn story. With the model. The model is the plastic man. The model is that model face. All right? Meaning model faceless. But that's what they did with everybody. All right? Because Diddy gonna get your ass, and that's what it is. They toss your ass up. They have fun together. So I'm looking at that shit like, okay, if Diddy was so horrific on your ass and y'all was together so much, he controlled you so much, what the fuck is this Kid Cudi shit about? So I'm just telling you, because I'm not stupid. It was a whole time in Atlanta. That's when all this stuff was going down. But I kept telling you, it's all coming out of court now, y'all. Didn't I say when they was in Atlanta, they was doing all them drugs? Didn't I tell you that's when they were doing the most drugs? Because I remember at that time where drugs was on the street. That Molly was the #1 drug. And you had pink Molly. You had all this Molly back then, plus E-pills, plus every other drug that had been out. And you had every type of gas. You had so much drug. Even Cassie said she was on shrooms, bro, because he had hallucinatic drugs. So y'all don't get the concept of the rich man with the hallucinatic drugs. He's going to get your ass and make you do a lot of shit. It's for the men that's straight. When you get a straight man on goddamn hallucinated drugs, he start thinking cross-dressers or this and that because he gets you with the cross-dressers, y'all. A lot of this stuff y'all don't get with the gay stories neither, or y'all don't get is most of their stuff is done with cross-dressers, guys. That's a lot of it too. This is why throughout the years, we've been seeing what? Videos with cross. If we goddamn it seen a Biggie Small video with a trans in it, damn it, Diddy put the trans in the video back then. I kept telling you, I got all the proof. I put it all together. If Biggie Small video got cross-dressers in it, more than one, that means they've been dealing with trans, all right? They've been doing this shit. So what's going on? You're getting a revelation for anybody that didn't know or want to accept it. That's it. I don't need no more proof. My mind got blown when they showed me the goddamn the Biggie videos. Didn't listen to Biggie lyrics. No. It's what it always was. The plan was for your ass to die and go to jail. And if not, hopefully you'll be fucking pink like Diddy. That's what it was. When they told you that hip-hop was basically designed to break up morals, it did it, right? Let's go. Cassie testifies that Sean Diddy Combs RAPE'd her and threatened to release the sex videos. That right there was supposed to be the last time when she was trying to get away from him and she didn't want to be with him no more. And he allegedly came to her apartment and did that. Now, I believe that part. I believe that. No, I believe that because I know with a guy like that, ain't no such thing as telling him no or breaking up with him. So in his mind, you break up with me, I'm going to violate you. So I can believe that. I believe that part. That's why I tell people, it's layers and layers of this shit, y'all. Nothing is never one way, y'all. It's never one way. See, they were partners in crime, and they would have back and forth. But even in partners in crime, it don't still make it right for an abuser. See what I'm saying? But she wasn't innocent. So my thing is this. What I get out the story is when Cassie was facing like a redemption, trying to get clean and trying to get away from him, he wouldn't let her get away. See that? Because they had already did a lot of dirt, y'all. That's the secret to this whole shit. Get it? So yeah. So that's when I say little stuff like, get it? She what this thing is layered. In the beginning, she was green. She got tricked to get in. Then she sold her soul to the devil himself. Then the devil had her doing a whole lot. They did it together. She was the devil's wife, bride. But then she didn't want to be that no more. But the devil wouldn't let her leave. And that's when it got more abusive. It's common sense. She was trying to get away. All right, boom. And part of her getting away also, she was smart, was she know goddamn well this man got videos on me and he get me clipped any day. So that's part of it too. All right, let's go. Boom. As you see the footage. Now, I never saw him drag in the hallway. How many of y'all saw that footage? How many of y'all saw that part? I never saw that part. So, hold up. Hold up. Literally waiting on the elevator while she was putting on socks. Oh yeah, I ain't saying she ain't innocent. Let me tell you about this channel, y'all. This ain't no one-sided shit, y'all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So y'all can take y'all fucking agenda somewhere else. I'm just gonna tell y'all what it is. This ain't about who right or wrong. There's no such thing as judging two demons, goddammit. All right? You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? Matter of fact, for y'all, let me speed this shit up. I'm gonna let y'all know right now what this is about. It's about an organization. And guess what? Cassie was a female, y'all. So that's why I say I'm not gonna play these games with you. See when they did this right here to that woman in the house? I'm gonna say Cassie could have been with him. All right? Because they was a fucking team, y'all. Period. So that's why I say around here, it ain't no good or bad. We just looking at what it is. Now, what Diddy did to Cassie wasn't right. No. Abusing a woman, drag, all that shit is not right. No. But the problem is, this the kicker. This the kick how the shit plays out in real life, y'all. This the problem in real life. See, people would take a hoe and compare it to a regular working woman. People would take a woman that go to church every day, don't do nothing wrong. She do everything right. And they will take that woman and compare her to a woman that twerks her ass all day. No, all women ain't the same, bro. So it's called you do dirt, you get dirt, you get what you sign up for. I always tell people this, man. That's how life works. See, I'm real enough to know when I was doing wrong amongst wrong, you got to own that shit. You got to what? Clean your fucking ways. But if you don't, it's going to play out dirty for you. This ain't about no sides, it's about looking at it. To learn from the shit, right? It's called life after selling out. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. Let's go back to this mansion. I'm going to show y'all something, man. Because I'm ahead of y'all. I'm ahead of all y'all with this shit. I ain't talking about that. Cassie was the member, y'all. It was French, Justin Bieber, and Cassie. We talking about the Atlanta experience. The Atlanta experience. For one, she was with him 11 years, and for a minute, they broke up. All right? But what I'm telling you, I already destroyed Diddy. Diddy was a goddamn bisexual man, a goddamn demon, already accused of taking Tupac out, but everybody that was with Diddy, right? Was it not in a movement called Ciroc Boys? God damn it. Cassie was the #1 woman with the Ciroc Boys. What are you talking about? We're not playing no games today. Why? As far as I know, they could have RAP'd a lot of people and she was right there. As far as I know, they could have knocked a lot of people out and she was right there. So this ain't about no size, y'all. Ain't about no size. All right? Because this woman right here was over Cassie. The question is, why he never put hands on her? Why he never put hands on her, and why did he trust her more than Cassie? That's the question, y'all. I'm going to show you the game. You follow TV narratives, you do that. Holler at me on the back end. I'm not into that TV stuff. All right? So, why he didn't put a hand on her? Why was she his most trusted? That's when he went to London to go holler at the Ciroc people when he gave them threats. And he told them he going to turn the black community against them. And know what happened? When his ass got back to America, somehow his ass got charged by who? All right? Kim Porter was his wife, his baby mama, the one he loved, put babies in her. That was the woman he trusted with his business, his real shit. What role did Cassie play, y'all? I don't know. Shit, I don't fucking know. Anyway, let's go. I'm just telling you, right? Watch the movie. This is a movie over here, y'all. That's it. So, what you're watching is a revelation of the hip-hop game. You're watching life after the sellout, y'all. It's called the scapegoat. Take the blame. That's right. Because guess what? Cassie shouldn't be the only one being humiliated neither. Because I'm pretty sure he did way more worse shit than that to other people. But what y'all not getting, Cassie is the only one stepping up. But it's a lot of women that been a freakoffs. Are you an idiot? This man freak off for goddamn over 20 years. Where the hell a woman at? I know what they doing on parties, guys. Where they at? No, this is a revelation of what happened. It's also to torment everybody in that game that know exactly what the fuck happened, and they know exactly the dirt that Diddy and Cassie got on their ass too. They know that. Yeah. Family. When he lived in Miami, who was with him? Duh. When he was at the Freakoff Mansion, who was with him? It's very simple, y'all. All right? It's very simple. No, this called a goddamn dysfunctional couple. That's what they are. Two fucking weirdos. Period. You gotta be a weirdo to stay with Diddy after he told you put some goddamn what? Nut on his nipples. No, Cassie, you weird too. No, y'all both weird. Anyway, and she got a payout. She got a justice. I keep telling y'all that. No, it's no here. See, when you pick and choose who's who, that's how you make the whole story be missing. No, that's how you make the whole story be missing. No, this is a movie. Let's go. You can't watch a movie. You just focusing on Batman. No, let's go. The R&B singer Cassie testified Wednesday that Sean Diddy Combs RAPE'd her when she ended their decade-long relationship after he locked her in a life physical abuse by threatening to release degrading sexual videos of her. Bingo. Remember, that's what I said yesterday. I said also I know part of this was she knew he always had dirt on her with them damn tapes. Of course, you cannot get peace in your life when you know damn well this bastard got you on tape with all this stuff. And I said, in my opinion, throughout the years when she wanted to leave, he kept blackmailing her ass. That's my thing. That's what I'm looking at. Boom. And I also know, yes, he was trying to keep on drugs. So I look at it at the end, the abuse came in when she was trying to leave. Yes, that's not looking, he was really abusing her ass when she tried to leave, y'all. But she get it, but it's like she was already dirty trying to escape. And that's how the shit go. And it don't make it right. But I know he was always scared of her. Because remember, she always knew it's her everything. She could put it like this. You want to be technical? This is how simple this shit is. Everything we hearing, Cassie could have did that shit 10 years ago. But what happened? She couldn't, right? Obviously, if she was trying to get away, he kept her back, right? So I'm just telling y'all, we always going to be late to everything, y'all. We late. We're fucking late, y'all. We're late. We're going on about a hip-hop story that was already lived out. What? A gay man lived his life already, and everybody under him. He had his way with everybody already. It's already over with. Him, the rest of them, they had their way with everybody. We late with the shit. But what else we late with? Everything being revealed now could have been revealed. Why? Everything we talking about is old. The beat from 2016. The male stripper from 2014, 2012. Everything we talking about old. We prove what? This shit could have been revealed. Why not? Why wasn't it? All right then, y'all. I don't move to the beat of the drum, man. You stick to the television, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Cassie also said she didn't feel she couldn't refuse Combs. She felt she couldn't, she couldn't refuse him. She couldn't refuse Combs' demands for her to have hundreds of encounters with male sex workers, which he watched and controlled for hours, even days, because he would make her look like a slut if he made the videos public. I feared for my career. Bingo. That's the part everybody forget. That's why it's all mixed up. That's why I say they mixed. Everything is mixed. They had a relationship, sexual-wise, but they also had a goddamn business relationship, a career. So his ass Diddy was mixing the career with the person. He was mixing that shit on her. That's how he caught all up. And like I said, the truth is, where was her parents in the beginning? I want to know where Cassie came from, where he found that. Did he buy her young? Did he get her young? Did he always know her? Huh? I know about this industry now through Russell Simmons, Kamara Lee, how they deal with these people for years, but they don't bring them out till they have a certain age. So I'm looking at this like, okay, it's mixed up, y'all. You know why it's mixed up? Like I said, first it was business, then they together, but the whole time you sign them on paper for 5+ years, albums, it's a business. So part of this is business mixed with it just all messed up, but it's being played out as they were just a couple and they were together. And you know what I'm saying, y'all? Boom. The question is this: people ask why she never left, because of her career. What did I tell you in this game, y'all? It's only two ways out. Either you get it. The number one thing you're going to get first is what? Blackball. Everything in this game is about choice. The thing is, they know they're going to be, it's two things. Now, I'm going to say this. Fear for her life is one. Don't get it twisted. Fear for her life is one. But the other thing is also fear for a death of their career. Because they know when their career dead, they dead too. Don't ever think they don't be scared of their career being dead. And then don't be stupid and act like Diddy wasn't a billionaire and he was rich with all this damn power. And that's like walking away from a lot of success. So it's called selling your soul for a reason. It's called choices, y'all. This is a learning lesson. But don't worry about it. You will never be offered no money no time soon to sell out because it's over already. It's over already. No more money being given out. So I'm telling you this. You're watching what happened in the end. So he watched and controlled for hours, even days, because he would make her look like a slut. How many times we heard the same narrative? The freak-offs last for days. That is your proof. When Denzel said he left, he lied. Anybody said they left, they lied, all right? It's for days. Also, Diddy locks premises. He locks shit up. Period. You ain't leaving, y'all. We're going to prove that today, too. Let's go. I fear for my career. See that? Oh, yeah, today the cross-examining happening. They said today going to be the real circus. It's going to be funny. Look right here, y'all, what she said, understand. I fear for my career. I fear for my family. Guess what? You go to say I fear for my life first. You go to say I fear for my life first. You don't say I fear for my career first, y'all. You go to say I fear for my life first. I fear for my life. I fear for my family. I fear for my career. She said I fear for my career first. Because Diddy make you a superstar at this time, and you got to watch everybody else become superstars. Why the fuck I'm going to leave him when he supposed to make me like Beyonce and Jay-Z? I ain't going nowhere. Plus, I ain't really got to do shit anyway. All right? Then, don't get it twisted. Yes, he was making it where she couldn't leave after a while. That's why I said it's called No Way Out. Now, in the beginning, if shit got hectic, she could have left. She would have been blackballed. But she stuck around too long, and she got in too deep. Now he ain't letting you leave. Now he's incriminating you and keeping your ass high on them drugs. Because what? He used you to do dirt. That's right. That's why he had you doing more dirt than recording music. But when he had her doing dirt, it was against her will. But she had to do that dirt. That's when she was 100% on them drugs. Turned out. Because there's layers of this shit. Prosecutors showed the jury 5 still images from the sex videos on Wednesday. Cassie said the images depicted her at various stages of the encounter Combs called freak-offs. One juror's eyes widened and another shook his head from side to side. Watching the what? Sex videos. Looking at the sex videos in court, I had no clue they played the video of her actually getting peed in her mouth. That's why I said the court case is dealing with nothing but freaky revelations of disgust and embarrassment. In the video, she's choking on urine, and they had the nerve to ask her, Cassie, why are you choking in this picture right in this video? And she had to explain she was choking on the urine, y'all. All right, let's go, because the time when they was in Atlanta, that's when they were getting the most high and doing the most. And they always out their damn mind. But he did her wrong. He did abuse in the end. He did. They were like a crackhead couple in the end, y'all. That's what they was in the end. Yes, this is what the people saying, not me, y'all. Yes, she was abused and it was wrong. But yes, she could have left sooner. But she was probably scared of him. Also probably scared of going back to life without all of the fame and money that he was giving them. Because like I tell these people, what they don't understand, when you're living with a man for all these years and you living on goddamn mansions, you living in the biggest mansion in Hollywood. This guy Diddy had the biggest mansion of all of this shit. This is why these celebrities, they do not believe in going from mansions back to apartments. They're not going back from a gated community to your regular neighborhood. And a lot of them rather die before they do that. That's a part they don't tell you. So when they always tell you about these celebrities, how they say, I wanted to die. What they don't tell you is, guys, and I'm not saying that with Cassie, I'm just telling you about this game. When they ass go broke, y'all, they'd rather be dead than broke. They'd rather be dead than have you see them doing bad, struggling, but not just you, for them to see their friends, they Hollywood peers to see them struggling. They'd rather be dead than that. It's in the movie Babylon. They show you that, man. A lot of them do take their life because they'd rather be out of here. If they ain't on top of the top with their fame and glory and that money, they'd rather be dead. That's just how it works. Because it is no different from when When a person think they flying, they're angel, and they in all these G-4s flying over the world in minutes, and now they got to walk on ground like regular people, some of them rather be dead than do that. Yeah. So, also in this game, there's no way out. So, this is why it panned out like that. This is why she actually had to get protection. So, look, let's go back into it, y'all, because this is what the people saying, y'all. They saying the truth and reality of this game. We're not kids no more. This is a lesson for the future. It's easy to get in, but hard to get out. This got to do also with relationships. How people get with people because of how it look, because of what they got, or because what they say they're going to do for them, or what they think they're going to get. Next thing you know, you're in an abusive relationship. You can't get out. Guess what? You done got married already. In her relationship, she was already in a contract. But she didn't know when she was in that contract, she was supposed to never, ever make it personal. What else I didn't hear about Cassie? I didn't hear about her having no lawyers. I didn't hear about no damn managers. And I didn't hear about no damn family. I got to know more. I want to know more about her back. I want to know where the hell did he even get her from. When I know that Russell Simmons and them got LL Cool J at 16. All right? It's the executives. Cassie Ventura testifies to feeling humiliated about freakoffs in Sean Diddy Combs trial. All right? Meanwhile, she's in court, got her husband pregnant, and she has to reveal all of the nasty things that happened to her by herself, no other celebrities, nobody else, just them. Prosecutors accuse Combs of exploiting his status as a powerful mogul. All right, let's speed it up. I'm making sure I ain't missing nothing. Don't forget, his defense is everything was consensual. But like I said, what a lot of y'all not getting, this is a revelation of what Diddy and Cassie do in the bedroom, but mainly about Diddy's perverted, freaky life and what he does with men and women. Mainly men. You're going to see it clear as day. All right? So, like I said, proven the footage we were getting was not the full footage. In court, they played the real footage and had to break it down like an NBA game. All right? So now a Los Angeles Police Department officer Flores wrote back in 2016 that at one point after diffusing the situation, Combs attempted to offer him a bribe, allegedly saying, "You take care of this, I got you. Let's go to my room." So allegedly he was going to pay the cop the money. So now you got the look. So remember I was saying before when they was trying to say the defense was the footage was altered. Now, remember I tell you it's tricky. The beating footage, look, it's tricky. It's tricked up. The beating was not altered. The film was altered, meaning before and after. But even if you take, even if you played the whole thing through, and say you put a grainy filter on it, it's still altered. Anytime you touch anything that's original footage, it's altered. So guess what? That's why it has a leg to stand on in court of it being altered, because it was altered. It was edited. It was blurry. You see how on our phone it was real blurry? Okay, let's go back to it. They played the whole deal. Was this played? Did we see this part before? Did you? I ain't never see this part. But it was edited, which means it all that stuff means something, y'all. The left, and she was at the elevator. We don't know the exact amount of times at the elevator. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, this is how he's able to use it to say, see, they played with the footage. They did something to it. They gave him. It's like he had an outlet because they played around. They edited the shit, so they had to play the whole shit in court. That's what you're looking at, and you'll see it's also way more clearer than what we saw all these days and all that. It's more clear. Hold up. All right. What up, AI? He took her from Ryan Leslie years ago. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, y'all. All this stuff was planned out. And that's another thing, y'all. People forget that. And that's another thing y'all forget, ladies. We got to keep it real. It's a lesson in that. It's a lesson in that. when you leave a man to be with one man, but you had no clue, you might have left this man, but you left this man for an abusive relationship. Guess what? It's a price to pay with that too. That's how it works. Bro, you left that woman to be with that woman. That woman now dragging your ass. That woman got your ass in domestic violence. She got your ass in jail. And you was with a good woman. They want no problem. She did everything right, but you wanted that ratchet chick. Now she ruined your life. That's how it works. It's a lot of that, y'all. See, somebody that show you right there, y'all. When you, I forgot about Ryan Leslie, Mr. Day and Night, right? Day and night. So guess what? That means she made a choice to be with Diddy. So I keep telling y'all, no. What did I say before all this stuff started, y'all? I said there's no heroes in this. I still told you that from the beginning. But see, in Fantasyland, right? Let me show you something about Fantasyland, y'all. Pick one. It was going to make you pick a hero because you're a child, you're a kid. So you just got to pick a character you like. No, I told you, it is no heroes in this. Why? When you try to pick and choose heroes, you let everybody else get away. No, it's no heroes in this, guys. It's all of their ass. They just the ones with the spotlight on them. That's all it is. They are the ones being used to exploit everybody else. Every other power couple was at their goddamn freakoffs. Lala Anthony was there. They all was there. Pick one. Tiana Taylor, Iman Shumpert, they was there. They all was there. Because remember, it was this thing called couples, and all of them wanted to be couples, and all those couples were with couples, and them couples having freak-offs. Alicia Keys, Swiss Beats ain't missing freak-off neither. Keep telling you this. All of them was there. You see Nipsey and Lole all was there. It's just that they all hiding now. They Homer Simpson in the bushes. This is a revelation of all of them, y'all. They all have freaky parties with each other. They're all swingers. In a Hollywood game, they have incest with each other. It's a perversion game of Hollywood. All right? They're not just fruity. They're asexual. They're no sexual. They're every sexual you can name. That's what they are. That's Hollywood. The job is for the music to be perverted, and then the perverts put their music in you. That's why you're perverted. I'm going to say it again. If you look in every ghetto around America, if you look on the sex registry list in most urban communities, you will see so many red dots, it will be out of your mind. And you will understand that most people on the red dot list, they listen to hip-hop music. And they were told it was their culture. If we went to prison and interviewed everybody in that prison, most of them would say, what's their culture? Hip-hop. If I took you to a prison, you will see those same inmates that are locked up. They listen to hip-hop in their headphones. They actually still pay for that shit. Yes, because that's their culture that put them in jail. They love it. But when you acknowledge this is a culture of nasty, dirty murderers and wicked, nasty bastards, that's what it is. It's just that these nasty bastards, they had on shiny suits. They had rich cars. They had on expensive suits. And you loved it. But you don't want to accept it, do you? Let's go. It ain't no heroes in this shit. How many times I'm going to tell you, dummy? Ain't no heroes. Why you think Beyonce getting embarrassed? Because she wanted to be the American hero in the end. She thought because Diddy was in trouble and her husband got embarrassed, she was going to keep trying to win with that fake-ass Cowboy Carter shit because she's trying to get back good with the white people. Because she don't want to be black, and I already told you that. Nobody want to be black no more. Because of Diddy and others. It's played out already, y'all. It's showing you in your face. They don't want no parts of this shit. The same shit Jaguar Wright was telling you she got a plaque for. What they got a plaque for? Man, they be doing wicked ass shit to each other. They nasty. They won't stop. Even though they did it already, they won't stop. So they got to get dealt with. That's it. All right? Abuse of over 60, 50 years. After slavery, they abused their fucking self. It's simple. Now we're going to show the world how they abuse themselves and love it. That's right. You ain't ducking this. Who cares anyway? I don't love rap. I love none of this shit. Shit fake, y'all. Number grown-ass cartoon characters. Why you think they put Diddy in the goddamn Simpsons? Why you think they had this man in the Simpsons trolling and clowning a long time ago? They've been telling you. Hip-hop is a clown culture. Period. It's what it is. We can't help it if y'all made it y'all fucking life. It's nothing entertainment. A fucking universal soul circus. Y'all love this shit. Meanwhile, what? We made you love it. We made y'all love it. How they make us love it? Well, guess what? Hold up. Hold up. Let's go back real quick. How they make us love it. What they say, y'all. Let's go back to the top. Why all the Diddy talk? Let's not forget who groomed him. Who was the main people in charge, in power of the East Coast, West Coast beef. Who did Diddy work for during the whole time, and who was getting all that money? Who was writing the Vibe magazine? Who was writing a magazine that was gaslighting the whole beef? Quincy Jones' Vibe magazine, right? Biggie Smalls got smoked where? A Vibe party, right? Whitney Houston, Diddy, a whole lot of them made a man rich. But for somehow, you see what's playing out, right? I ain't saying that what they said. Basically saying, why is Diddy the scapegoat? And why we just heard about Meek Mill tapes? We want more audio. Because they're saying, let's not forget who groomed them. So that's why I say, ain't no heroes in this shit. Huh? They want me to put it all on Diddy. So he can walk away. They want me to put it all on Diddy. So everybody else can walk away. No, bastard, it's all of their ass. Pick one. That's about it. Right now, it's Diddy smoke, it's Cassie smoke, but it's the game of embarrassment. Let's go. We ain't done yet. We just getting started. Who up first? First of all. Who up? What up, Big Phil? What up? What up, GG? What's up, JJ? What's up? What's up, Mike? Mike, what up? All right, let's go. Yeah, y'all can pick y'all favorite characters. I'm good. I'm just going to tell y'all what it is, man. This sports. So look, when the two began to date, she says, I was insanely jealous. What she said? When the two began to date, she says, I was insanely jealous. Why? Okay, it's very simple. That was a man. And you know Diddy's a flirt. And you know all the women love Diddy. So you got to look. That's why I said we're going to slow it down. This ain't TV. He's the man. All the women love him. Meaning you got all these women over her. Don't forget, that was part of keeping her with low self-esteem. Why? Okay, you're my girl Cassie, but every woman I know got a bigger career than yours. He knows female actors, all races. Oprah's his home girl. Every female he knows at this time is over Cassie. So she has a reason to be jealous. You get it? That was also his way of keeping her insecure. Meaning, your career is in my hands. And guess what? You'll never be as big as my other lady friends and other women in this game. You're gonna be what I want you to be. It's not your job to be that big. Your job is to help me do what I gotta do. That's it. Make me look good and help me do what I gotta do. Like Justin, like we're gonna leave that alone. All right. I'm just gonna go here. Let's go. So let's go back. All right. We up. Let's go. So anyway, you know his defense is what? Consensual. Why? First of all, y'all, the reason why I say, all right, y'all, come on, man. How many people had R. Kelly in court, y'all? How many people went against R. Kelly, y'all? Family, even the girl that was on the R. Kelly tape, she's one of the main people that put his ass in jail. You know, she the one that came back out. That was the Chicago part. Even the woman from the R. Kelly video came back out. The question is, why Sparkle ain't get in trouble? See what I'm saying? No, you knew about all the key players in R. Kelly's situation. So how the hell is this a charge of a RICO? He's by himself, and we just keep hearing about a goddamn domestic violence. When I say domestic, meaning everything is just from them. Where the other damn people at? That's what I'm saying. We need more stories like this to make it a set. Get it? We need more. Why is not no more? What the hell is going on? That's what I'm saying. Well, the proof is everybody else is scared and they're hiding out. That's what's going on. Meaning, okay, use your brain. If Diddy been in jail all this time, I could have been got my payout. Meaning, okay, this fool been locked up from September. A lot of them could have started coming forward. Shit, January, February. I'm going to get my fucking money. I'm going to get my money. I don't care. I'm getting my money. They ain't do that, y'all. Nobody did that. So that's why he's saying what? It was all consensual, Your Honor. Yeah, what me and Cassie did, I ain't do that to nobody else. So now he can say what? See, Your Honor, that was just the mess. That was just what me and Cassie went through. See where the proof at, Your Honor, ain't nobody else. I didn't do this to nobody else. Bingo. Then what? Because remember, lawyers cross-examined today. Lawyer, guess what? Your Honor, we both high on drugs. We both high on our mind. Your Honor, where's everybody else? Bingo. So I keep telling y'all. if you get mad at anybody, you're supposed to get mad at all the other celebrities that didn't step up to help Cassie in court. The ones you know for a fact. He had what? This the number one question of the day, y'all. It's very simple. 700 dildos, 1,000 bottles in 2023. What about all those years before that? Who the hell was he using all this stuff on? Shipments of baby oil, y'all. When I told you this shit was played out backwards, I'm gonna prove it today. I'm just getting started. They told us all the details of what Diddy does. Then you're gonna see all the shit they told us to our face and proved it. None of it is in court because they're saying it was consensual. Meaning, you know what y'all not getting either? You know what's the consensual shit of the whole shit? They really telling us? Anytime you hang with Diddy, that shit is consensual. So what they telling you? I'm gonna give the whole clarity, the whole shit. Meaning, I know exactly how Diddy is. So if I hang with this bastard, it's consensual. Meaning, I agree with him touching on me. I agree with everything. Why? I kept coming back. So that's what they're telling you. The truth is, it's like this. Anytime you with this idiot, it's consensual. Y'all know it was consensual. It was at my house. It was riding around me all day. That's you see what I'm saying? That's how it worked. Why? Because he is so wicked and low down dirty, you ain't supposed to be around his ass, period. So when you're around him for 10 years plus, it shouldn't make you look crazy. Because everybody know the bastard was a wicked son of a bitch. Get it? So now it's gonna be funny today, y'all, because now his lawyers are gonna cross-examine Cassie on the stand. So it's gonna be some more embarrassment, and the shit gonna be funny. I already know what's gonna happen. They're gonna try to make her look like an idiot, man. That's what they're gonna try to do, man. So let's go. It's gonna be a show. I tell you, it's gonna be a show. Cassie exposes the dark side of a celebrity relationship. So Cassie's testimony is exposing the dark underside of a relationship that for years played out publicly in pictures. So now you see it again. Now you see why I told you it's tangled and twisted? 1 minute it's a relationship, but at the whole time, and then on one hand, it's about a career. You know what I'm saying? So which one was it? It was together. That's why. Her career is the what? Contract. But like I told you before, the contract really was what? The marriage. That's how he did it. Because y'all didn't know that's how they do in the industry, okay? You're married, you got a legal wife on paper, but you can marry your other person on contract. Still sad? So, this is showing you. Also, let's not forget this neither. This is a key part of it too. Don't forget at this time, Diddy wasn't popping neither. Remember, he was not the man. This time, don't forget, this when Drake winning. This is why I say you got to go back to Atlanta. This shit means something. Everybody else was winning except for Diddy. This when Rick Ross, Meek Mill, Future, Young Thug, all this shit. Diddy was irrelevant in the rap game. So he was what? Son of Ciroc, she was his lady, his sidekick. No music. That means he wasn't getting no shine, and she wasn't. So they were playing the power couple of the Ciroc era. Like I said, I remember all of this. And wherever he went, the Ciroc went, and it was him and Cassie. And then you put Justin Bieber right there too. All right? And that's when with French Montana. So this is what was going on. French Montana was signed to him. French, you the rapper. Rick Ross is homeboy. Rick Ross, you the biggest rapper right now. Shit, you my friend. We good. So he had his team, the Ciroc boys. He's still the one. This when he pushing the Ciroc, that's when he started focusing on what? The parties more. So if you want to be technical, I know the truth. He threw his most parties during the Ciroc era. When they was having parties, goddamn man, every day, every week, every year. Miami, Atlanta, New York. They were going back and forth, California, party. The Ciroc era. That's when he was with Cassie. Because he wasn't making no music. He was, y'all know he was pushing that Ciroc hard. Y'all know this shit. We've been talking about this every damn color. Because they was the Ciroc movement. That's when they was a couple. That's when it wasn't about no music. They were pushing that Ciroc. We also assumed that a lot of that Ciroc was tainted to this day. See, look, there's two things. We know the Ciroc was tainted in the parties. We know that. Yep. Because he would put it in the baby oil and the Ciroc. What he put in it start with a K. We looked it up already. But we also think it was slight traces of that Ciroc in them stores too, y'all. Yep. So Diddy did a lot of dirt, y'all. When the other rap, remember that time we heard about him and Drake fighting, right? He put a knife to J. Cole's throat. That's when he was doing a lot of dirt. That's what I keep telling you. That was at Atlanta time. Don't forget this stuff, y'all. Remember he put a knife to J. Cole's throat? Now he was doing a lot. What else he did? Remember at that same time he hit that coach in the back of the head at the school, UCLA? He hit that coach. Remember that? That's when he was doing a lot of dirt. That was back then, y'all. That was right in the Ciroc era. When he wasn't rapping, he was running down on people. They were controlling the clubs. And that's when he smacked up Drake. That was right that whole time. That's that right there. His side piece. So when I'm telling you, he did a lot of dirt in the Ciroc era. They were Bonnie and Clyde back then. But the only thing is, when she wanted to leave, that's when that abuse got hectic on her. That's what you're looking at. You feel me? That's what you're looking at. So he knew she had so much dirt on him, he didn't want to let her go. When the two began to date, she says, I was insanely jealous. So she told you she wasn't jealous of Diddy. That's why I say, hey, I got to call this shit down the middle. Because this shit got to be a learning lesson. All right? It's a learning lesson. Let's say it again. You never hear this on TV a day in your life, but then again, it was in court, so you should have heard it. What she said, I was insanely jealous. So that means, goddamn it, lady, you roll up on Diddy the wrong way, Cassie might smack your ass. Why? On camera, she can play the good role. But you don't know how Cassie behind the scenes, fool. Cassie be the one to say, bitch. She'll say, you don't know that. That's how it works. So anyway, Diddy make you a monster, right? So I'm pretty sure he made her ass a monster. That's what part of that stuff was too, y'all. He made her a damn animal. It's just that Cassie always had a good smile and was pretty on camera. That man gonna turn you into a monster. That's what he was doing, trying to break her ass into a monster, trying to make her a monster. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So look, the longest, freakoffs became more like a job for her. The longest was 4 days. Cassie said, Sean said, you need to be glistening. That we used to tell her, you need to be glistening. Now they saying this in court, y'all. Girl, you need to be glistening. In reference to the baby, y'all. Because like I said, man, this is what they're not telling you guys. This is what they're not telling you. It's coded in this shit. If she told you he was making a freak off for days, they're not going to tell you who she was freaking off with. All right? Like I said, I know about the blackmailing he was doing. Like I said before on this channel, y'all remember what I said? I said I think a lot of stuff he was using her to using her to get the man to go in the room. You know what I'm saying? Using her to get Kid Cudi come in the room. And then meanwhile, he going to incriminate Kid Cudi with some pictures of Kid Cudi getting some stuff, some dildo stuck in his, Yup. So anyway, let's go. But when Cassie testified to being urinated on by Phillip and Combs, there appeared to be a sense of shock in the room. Why were you choking, Cassie? Cassie was asked by the prosecution. Too much urine in my mouth, she replied. Now, I could not believe they're talking about this disgusting crap in court, y'all. So I keep telling y'all, as of now, it is nothing but a big humiliation and embarrassment. Thank you very much. That's all it is, y'all, a big embarrassment. Family, let's slow it down. When have you ever heard somebody on the stand talking about they got peed in their mouth? No, not only that, they asked her to break it. They're watching on the video, but asked her to break it down. Cassie, why are you choking like that? What the fuck you think she choking like that? That's why I say they're making a mockery of this whole thing, y'all. This is to expose the nasty behavior of hip-hop. Hip-hop means, When I kept telling y'all, man, we proud of hip-hop shit no more. This is all the stuff I meant. This is layer. This shit got 10 different layers to this shit. All right? That's all I'm going to tell you right now. All right? Because he's the face of other faces. Don't get that twisted neither. He's the face of abuse. He's the face of everything foul. He's the face of rap music. That's right. Let's go. Let's go. I'm telling you, just get started, y'all. We just get started. Why? The nasty, disturbing stuff I've been hearing. What they say, y'all. Cassie says she suffered sores on her tongue and UTIs from Diddy freakoffs. I've never heard of this shit. I thought it's only one thing when you got sores. No, y'all. You're getting a revelation of how nasty they all are. They're pitch hitters. They're two-way. They hit everything, y'all. Straight people, gay people, cross people. They hit them all together. They like that, and we don't. And they don't use condoms, guys. How you know celebrities don't use condoms? All right, very simple, y'all. How many times have you heard about unplanned pregnancies, and you still never ask the question? Why every time they have an unplanned pregnancy, it's always a goddamn hoe, a prostitute, or a video vixen? You still didn't get it yet, did you? No, they're freaking nasty, y'all. And they hit the same chicks. And they know better than to hit a regular chick. You hit a regular chick, you're going to get a lawsuit giving a herpes, fool. They know that. That's right. See? But what else? Cassie got saws in the mouth, make a freak off on some more celebrities. Bingo. No, I know what they was doing, y'all. Because when you become a star, you got to go see Diddy. He ran a blackmail program. That's right. Burna Boy, a star in Africa. Big. He admitted when he had to come to America to get his Grammy, he had to go to Diddy house. Ever since then, Burna Boy is being joked on to this day for going to Diddy house. They clown his ass in Africa. Yup. Around the world, they say P. Diddy baby. Everybody said around the world, y'all. That's right. So look. Also look at that. Not only did Cassie have sores on her tongue and UTIs, just imagine if she still was having sex with people and he making her do it. Huh? And they just keep going. You just think about all that. Why? Okay, I'm for no fame. They don't like me like that. He act like he my friend. He get me to come to the party. They trying to gas me up. Whole time trying to make me die get with Cassie. Whole time I'm thinking I'm getting over with Cassie, and the whole time she give me shit, ruin my fucking career. That's the type of stuff they was doing. All right? Because one thing y'all don't remember neither, y'all won't get through y'all head. Somehow y'all will not remember all the celebrities that just disappeared. All the celebrities you love, somehow they just disappeared. All the ones with real talent, they disappeared. I kept telling you. Cassie's career long as hell. How was her career longer than everybody that could sing their ass off? The ones that could sing, they had no career. Bro, the ones that rap for real, rap their ass off, the ones you like, somebody disappeared. But Nori stayed around. Nori's still around to this day. The ones that couldn't rap, still around. The ones that couldn't sing, still around. But the real ones with talent, guess what? They're the ones that got abused. Y'all still didn't get it yet. Told you that, man. They blackball people that's making your ass disappear. They might not slay you. They'll slay your ass because Diddy will make a phone call. He told him make a phone in your whole shit. You don't want to get down with this freak off? Ruin this whole shit. Don't sign his ass. You just start seeing people disappear. No, y'all, they were playing dirty. But what y'all not getting either? Guess who was the other dirty couple? Bingo. The other dirty couple was there too. The other dirty couple just like them. He the one that taught the dirty couple. He the one that orchestrated the whole shit. Right. Why? He tricked the new generation. When everything went to application, Diddy stayed off them apps. He was in the background pushing some rock. He made the new generation think he was a nobody, even though he was already over 44. That's why when 44 came in, didn't know nothing, you saw Diddy holding that mic and 44 was a rookie. No, Diddy was the real joker. He was the biggest black entertainer who played a role of a piece of shit. Diddy played a role of a clown, fool. Meanwhile, the whole time he had all their ass under pressure and they were terrified of that man. So around here, I already broke down why he put on that Pennywise suit. When he put on Pennywise, he was tormenting them celebrities. When he turned into the Joker, he was tormenting them celebrities because he knew they started to turn their back on him. He turned his back on them, but guess what? They was already doing dirt. They already had did dirt, and they were trying to get away from him. Only thing is, Cassie got away from him at the last minute. Then you'll see that same time everybody else stopped dealing with him. He was tormenting them celebrities, y'all. This trial is for them too. This trial is exposing them. This trial is exposing their behavior. I'm telling you what it is. I know what this is about. I ain't stupid. They can't say it on TV. When you got certain brands out here still worth money, work for people, they investments, people got money invested in them, all of them can't be ruined yet. But I know what this is. It's a revelation of all of them. Because it was taught by Diddy. It was taught by Russell Simmons. It was taught by Andre. It was taught by who? Bingo, all of them. The executives are the nastiest ones. The executives are the filthiest ones. Because when you got to run a filthy industry, you got to be the filthiest one. And everybody under you, they're going to be filthy too. That's how the game goes. It's called Hollywood. All right? But right now, he is the devil. The question is, where's his minions at? That's the question. Cassie got dealt with. What else I said? I'm not stupid. Also know she was compromised. That's what I keep telling y'all. When he was the Ciroc boy, she was the Ciroc girl, and that's where her incrimination come from. And that's why she had to take that deal. I ain't stupid. You're going to take this deal, you're going to take this money, and you're going to put the nail in his damn coffin because you're the only one we got anyway. And that's what you're going to do, Cassie. You want to go to jail? All right, then. Because we got proof. Y'all done knocked a lot of people out. We got the damn cameras, Cassie. 250 cameras. Cassie, you was there too. We know what's up. So guess what? You're going to put the nail in his coffin. But guess what? You're going to be a hero too. For all those who don't know about rap, you're going to be the hero. That's how it's going to play out. Let's go. But we know what's up. Let's go. Meanwhile, he had this woman doing shit with STDs, UTIs, and sores in her mouth, making her give you head, people. Ladies, he make her eat your coochie. He make her do that. And she giving everybody diseases. Often, she recalled she would take drugs as a numbing agent. But guess what? They wasn't on regular drugs, fool. No. At that point, the list included ecstasy, cocaine, marijuana, ketamine, mushrooms. The ketamine, what's in the baby oil? That's the shit that knocked your ass out. That's the date rape drug. Get it? Yes. I gotta say it fast for the algorithm. The date RAPE drug is the one that start with a K, y'all. This is how we've been went into it. Cat Williams Ben said it. When he said it, he said they were putting stuff in the baby oil. Y'all kept thinking GHB, 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 GHB. GHB don't knock your ass out like that, guys. GHB get you high. GHB get you tripping. No, that shit start with a K, that's that shit that fades your ass away. When you wake up, you don't remember nothing. And it was in a baby oil. That's why I said I also think he was making her get in a tub of baby oil to seduce her, knock her ass out when she want to leave. So sad. Why you think she said she got in the tub with her clothes on? Because Cassie knew what they do with that baby oil. She wasn't stupid, y'all. I'm telling you. When you understand this game they was doing a blackmail, the woman is the one that massaged the baby oil on your ass. The male model massaged the baby oil on your ass. Y'all didn't get it. It's a team. See, the woman is the seducer. He had the male models as the shooters, meaning they the ones going to do the dirty work. Whatever he want the models to do, punish that woman. But then I bet, hey, y'all family, before it came out in the trial, then I put it together. I said, ladies, you're straight, but you're not getting it. Diddy the type to make you do a threesome with two muscle men and had them run a train and punish your ass. Ladies, did I not say that already? I just been reading this shit. So the mod, which I got to understand about the male models, they were his shooters, his gunmen, his henchmen. Anything he needed done sexually, the male models for that. I'm telling you, it's all through the story, guys. It's through the story. He didn't just have Cassie drinking pee. Any woman in this game out of line, she gonna drink pee. Any rap out of line, you gonna drink pee. That's how I'm telling you, it's all in the story, guys. So the male models, they were henchmen. Cassie, the one is the bait. Get Kid Cudi there. The model's the one gonna get his ass after his ass knocked out. How we know that? Certain rooms, special lighting and cameras. Blackmail room. You're knocked out. You're being filmed. Male models going to work on your ass. But you thought you were going to room with Cassie. But the last thing you're going to remember is Cassie gave you a massage, that baby oil, and you don't remember nothing else after that. You don't remember shit. Nothing else. You don't remember nothing else. Just your buns hurt. Sit. You don't remember how you don't know how none of that shit happened. When you wake up 2 days later. And that's what they was doing, y'all. Period. Blackmail. All right? We also know that because he used Justin Bieber to blackmail. Because we assume that when Odell Beckham got caught with Justin Bieber going down on him, that was set up. Why you think Trey Songz standing there watching the door? But I think that was Diddy that busted with the camera. Bingo. Because Justin Bieber had a smirk, he set him up. That's right. I know that. Because After Odell got set up years later, I seen Diddy check Justin Bieber for wires because I know what that meant. Diddy like, fool, I use you to set people up. You got a wire on you now? Let me see what you got on you. Because I use you to set people up. Why? He controlled Justin from 15. We're going to talk about that too. I know what's up, man. I know his main two people in the 20 teens was Justin and Cassie. That's how they was rolling. I went back and did the history on this shit. Let's go. So look, he made Justin do stuff. He made Cassie do stuff. He made Usher do stuff. They the main ones told on his ass. Y'all told you that. They all got their deals worked out. All right, so look. The prosecution asked in graphic detail about what happened during various freak-off sessions. So they got Cassie on the stand breaking down all this nasty stuff. Let's go. The prosecution, okay, so we're gonna get past that. Cassie testified to scenes involving blood and baby oil from being on her menstrual cycle, doing all this shit on her period. But I also know these demons are into witchcraft, and I know exactly what they was doing. Like I said, carry on, folks. Keep watching TV. She also spoke of being instructed by Combs to place semen on his nipples for male sex workers. Let's rewind it again. Cassie testified to scenes involving blood and baby oil from being what? On her menstrual cycle. Because I know they're witches. That's why. All right? That's right. She also spoke of being instructed by Combs to place semen on his nipples. Sound like some Marilyn Manson satanic stuff to me. All right. As several points during questioning, the prosecution asked if Cassie enjoyed the freak-offs, to which she says she replied, but she always replied no. She didn't enjoy it. What's up, y'all? We up. We live. Yeah. Well, that's what they are. Hey, that's what he is. You get it? That's what he is. That's right. The rainbow is also a covenant to somebody too. A lot of y'all don't know that neither. That's right. It is a covenant to they peoples. Diddy allegedly used to pay escorts and force them to urinate in Cassie's mouth as she choked. But one of the male escorts said, allegedly, it was times they requested it. But I think this particular one went too far. He said out his mouth, we spoke about it. For those who don't know, if you know on this channel, we spoke about it yesterday, update, that one of the male models said that she requested it and that he didn't know what he was doing, and Diddy and Cassie told him to stop because he wasn't doing it right. So this is something they did. But this particular one was out of control. I don't know about all that pee in the mouth stuff. I just know they're disgusting and they're nasty. That's all I know. All right? So I don't know what they were into. As far as I know, they was into bestiality too. Straight up. If they said right now, y'all, if they said right now that they would have lambs, sheeps in their room, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. I'm not surprised that none of these bastards do no more, never. All right? So I'm just letting you know that. Because why? They was on ecstasy, cocaine, marijuana, ketamine, and mushrooms. Mushrooms alone will take you out your damn mind, y'all. These are the drugs they're on. Cassie's going to be examined today. Cassie, were you on mushrooms? Were you and Diddy on mushrooms that night in that hotel? These guys are on drugs. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. They will take, let me show you how a lot of y'all be delusional. Y'all will take a weirdo couple that be on all type of drugs, rich as hell, and compare them to a regular family, a normal family. That's what y'all don't get. That's why y'all always be lost. You will compare a good church-going woman, a good righteous woman, a good woman that just does nothing but stay in the house and cooks and does her yoga, whatever it is. You will compare her to a woman that takes shrooms, ecstasy, ketamine, marijuana, cocaine. No, y'all, that's y'all problem. Y'all always trying to make sense out of nonsense, dummies. No, everything is different. They're a goddamn weird-ass couple, and guess what? Ain't no way in hell you're going to justify a crackhead couple. You ain't going to justify no damn couple on shrooms. Have you ever did shrooms? That's your problem. You're always trying to make up for weirdo people and take up for weird-ass people. No, they're fucking weird, and their weird behavior is being exposed to the world. But the thing is, you thought weird behavior was normal. So only a fool to try to justify weird ass shit. They on ecstasy. You ever been on X? X had you high for 5 hours. You keep popping your ass, be up 3 days. You ever did blow? You ever did coke? Make you super paranoid. Make you feel invincible. You ever smoke some certified gas? Diddy got that top-notch gas. Huh? That gas make you real horny. You gonna be real high and nice. You ever had ketamine? I ain't never had that. Ain't never had that. Ain't never had no ketamine. That shit knocked your ass out. But they knew how to do it by the dosage. Put a little bit, you'd be high, not knocked out. They know how to put you all the way out. They know how to put a dose, you be knocked out 2-3 days. Meanwhile, you ever did shrooms? They say you do that shit, you're going to be seeing elephants, pink hearts, blue clovers, all that. You're going to feel like people chasing your ass. That's what they say them shrooms do. So fool. All of their ass weird, and that's all the drugs they do at the freakoffs. And guess what else? At the freakoff, you got to take the drugs. Period. That's how it work, y'all. That's how it work. Drugs on the tray, all that shit. That's why I told you, when you're at the freak-off, you're going to do something. That's how it work. If I'm a celebrity, I'm at the freak-off, they're going to pull up, they're going to say, pick one. That's how it's going to be. You one of us. You one of us, right? Pick one. You're going to do something, bro. That's how it go. I don't care if you got to perpetrate like you getting high on that shit. That's what you got to do. You got to stand right there, and you got to do one of them. You got to pop that pill. They're going to make sure you swallow it. They're going to make sure you're going to put that line of blow on that tray. They're going to make sure you sniff that shit. Y'all green as hell. No, y'all have no clue about the freak off, fool. Because what they didn't know. And my white people, tell them what it mean when it mean party. They don't, they still don't know what party mean, guys. They still think party means just alcohol and liquor and dancing. No. My real people that know about partying, what that mean. Partying mean anything goes, fool. When you party with them rock and rollers, ain't no judgment. That's why I told you, I watched the movie Babylon. When you party, ain't no judgment. That means any drug, any sex. God damn it, midgets don't matter. That's what partying mean, fool. Y'all the only ones that party under judgment. You the one go to a party and judge people, even though y'all fucking freaks. You a damn alcoholic, but you gonna try to judge the person popping E-pill. No, they gonna pop an E-pill because they don't drink like that. Meanwhile, partying is partying. Threesome, whatever. That's partying, y'all. All right? Y'all green and naive. Y'all the ones that's stupid. No, the whole Hollywood been on drugs their whole fucking career. That's what they do. When you a goddamn nobody and you pick to be a star and you got to stand in front of 1,000 people every night, 50,000 people in the crowd, and you fucking scared, take this pill real quick. Here you go. Hit this line real quick. You'll be all right. That's how it works, but they get turned out. Also, someone got to hit some dope. You hear about all them rappers on that dope turned out? Yeah. Because you gotta be in front of 50,000 and then another 50,000 and another 50,000, but you ain't really like that. You got all these people controlling you. They be high, bro. A lot of them be high out their mind. So only the strong ones can make it. But you're going to see Joel Santana, a lot of them get turned out. That's what happens. But they don't just get turned out on drugs. They get their ass turned out. They get turned out on everything. Why? When you're high as a straight gangster rapper, you're on mushrooms and Diddy tugging on your ass and touching on you, it's going to be where you're going to be so high, you ain't going to remember shit by the time it's over with, and Diddy going to come back and smile on your face again. Hey, what's up, man? You had fun that last time. Yo, Fab, we're going to party again, bro. Now you're going to see why Fab was so fucking scared when he said we're going to party. I know what partying means, and I know what's going to happen after that party. Huh? Then Exhibit tell you, Diddy go to gay clubs. Okay, he take rappers with him, y'all. They party. So when Diddy say you want to party, that also could mean we going to a gay club. Why? I also know when a rich man party, they go to 4 clubs at a night. Go to hip-hop club. They go to a gay club. They go to a strip club. They partying, bro. That's Diddy and them. It's in the story, guys. It's all in the story. Diddy don't have no one-on. First of all, get this through your head. He don't have no goddamn one-on-one sex, probably unless it was Kim Porter. He ain't having no making love shit. Wherever he at, is freaky shit going down. That man bored with one woman. He bored with that one shit. He also know he like to have fun watching live pornos. That's why he made a lot of people do shit. He like to watch live porno. Rich man. Rich man don't watch pornos on phone like you. He don't jerk off like you while your fucking girl at fucking work. No, he jerk off making grown-ups do shit. And to make it better for him, he like to make regular straight people that never did this shit in their life. You never did a porno, but you're going to do it now. That's what he do. But guess what? They going to keep coming back. And guess what? After you do that porno, he going to look out for you. You're going to be straight. And that's how it's going to be for the 30-year process. Let's go. Let's bring it up to date. Now you got the clue. They be on what? Ecstasy. They be on Coca-Cola. They be on Mary Jane. They was on that ketamine and mushrooms. Let's go. What they say. Freak-off pictures are currently being shown to the jury. Cassie claims her longest freak-off with Diddy lasted 4 days. Yup. Only thing they're not telling us is who they were freaking off with. So I keep telling you, this case is being played in reverse, my smart people. Thank you very much, Anna. See, it's being played in reverse, y'all. When I kept telling you, if you knew they had all these freak-offs all these years, if you knew about all the stuff you heard already, that is your proof. But on this channel, you would have been on point because I covered it already. So you want to know what they were doing? Go back to the freak-off pictures, and then you can assume, oh, okay, now I see why Leonardo da Vinci, why his ass ran overseas. Because he, the main one accused, they had said, what? Leonardo da Vinci don't want no woman after 25. He canceled her ass. And then you're going to see why he ran. Because in the beginning, Leonardo and Diddy was doing the most. No. The truth is in the story that played out already. You want to know what happened? Go back to all the old pictures. Go to all the freak-offs. Go to everything you heard when this shit first started. Around here, we did it already. So, being that y'all forgot, this ain't going to come out in court. Let's go. Let's go. The two henchmen, y'all. They ain't worried about nothing. Who that? The two henchmen. I know the era. I was around. I know this shit. I know it like the back of my hand. I told y'all, when French signed to Diddy, that's when they was doing the most. When French signed to Diddy, that's when they was Ciroc boys. That was when they was in Atlanta. They were doing the most. Them two bastards right there. But what you won't get, guess who was with them too? Guess who was with them too? All right then. That woman knew if she didn't get away from this man, her ass was going to go to jail anyway. Her ass was going to be done. Because they had her doing a lot of shit. That's why she been trying to get away from them, y'all. Then you're going to ask a question. I already proved already. Why the hell you think Fresh Montana was in Dubai? Why you think we just spoke about Fresh Montana sneaking back in through the airport in Los Angeles 5 in the morning with a goddamn big-ass mink coat on in May? Because that fool know what he did. I told you, I've been telling y'all play by play. I'm just doing an update for the new people. Huh? What's shown was shown already. Yes, they was doing all that shit. Yes, they was. French, get him. Bend his ass over. Get him. That's right. They were working that shit because they were doing, when the hip-hop game went to Atlanta, it was a whole bunch of new superstars. So them new superstars had to get blackmailed. Then I went and showed you. Diddy. I showed you Diddy had Gunna. He had Lil Baby. He had all of their ass. Because he had to go down to Atlanta, and that's when they was flipping their ass. Who they were flipping down there? Meek Mill. Meek Mill had a match in Atlanta. Who else down there was flipping? Wale. No, y'all. That's what they was doing down there. That whole era of Atlanta was them grown executives, them New York rappers going down there, having a whole lot of baby oil games. What? With Diddy, fool. Wherever Diddy at, you got the proof. Wherever that man at, y'all. Baby oil will be there and dildos. Always. But guess what? He always gonna have his setup chicks. When you gotta set up a rich man, when you gotta set up them gangster rappers, you need bait. Guess who was the bait? Let's go. Let's go. Huh? This what they was doing. This the shit they was doing. Dummies. No. If he was a freak, if he was a lone ball, what you think everybody under him do? He gonna make you do it. You gonna be just like me, fool. You don't run with no billionaire. You gonna know my business, know how to get down. No, you gonna be just like me. That's how I work. The OG demon, you gonna be demons. I'm gonna teach y'all. What he teaching them? I ain't gonna say nothing. Like we said, to this day, we don't know what happened to that woman. We don't know what happened, but you seen them eating sushi off a coochie, right? No, this represents sacrifice. This the shit they into. Huh? Guess what they say? They ate the sushi off a naked woman's body as she lay on the table. All right? Guess what? You ain't gonna see everybody's face that's in that house. You ain't gonna see everybody's face. That's right. See that woman on the table? Look in the cut. You see a woman standing right there. I don't hear no woman abuse. But guess what? That ain't no abuse. That's what they into. See that woman on the table? She got paid a nice bag for that. But guess what? We don't know if they sacrificed their ass after that. But all you got to know is this is the night when Diddy spent 25 grand plus on Meek Mill's birthday in Las Vegas. And this is they was at another freaky ass mansion. I'm going to call this the goddamn death chamber mansion. Yeah, but we really call it the what? Maybach mansion. But what we really call it, y'all, layback mansion. That's right. This where Meek Mill got his ass popped. This where Lil Durk got their ass popped. But this where Diddy took him to do that ritual at. That's right. So let me find out Cassie was in that house too. Because this is shit they was doing. And I told you, it played out already. They gave you the truth. They gave you everything about this case first. I gave you the update, gave you the play, gave you everything. So when I tell you this case ain't nothing but what they talking about between their relationship, let's go. No, this is called Black Hollywood embarrassment. Let's go. Number 2 question I'm asking you again. Diddy's number 1 main lady, Kim Porter, gave her baby mother. Who's the other woman he trusted the most? Right in your face. I call her KK. Name start with a K. She's charged too. Why she ain't got no abuse stories? But they did say she do what? Cover it up. They say she's the what? Clean up lady. They say she what? Ghislaine Maxwell. Well, the question is, what role was Cassie in? Was Cassie really his girlfriend? Was she his artist? What was it? I don't know. Did he trust this woman more than Cassie? Did he trust her more than Cassie? I don't know. See, to me, like Diddy knew who to play his games with, what it looked like to me. Anyway, let's go. Look what the world's saying. Matter of fact, this is what your hip-hop OG said. Hip-hoppers, gather around, guys. We're going to talk about how this Diddy trial going on right now we speak. But I told you, them old rappers, they don't want to accept it, right? They still think I'm a stupid little boy when they brainwash my dumb ass, but I'm back for revenge. I hope they all they old ass catch heart attacks and strokes. And guess what? Chuck D try to come out and try to downplay it. We're gonna show you how they exposing themselves. Even though I told you the proof was when Bambaataa got revealed, y'all. It was supposed to be when Bambaataa got exposed, we were supposed to accept that hip-hop was fruity, y'all. That's why they sent the enforcer on the internet to enforce it. Meanwhile, nobody denied it. Then you kept getting all these revelation. Bambaataa's still walking around. And you got proof. But they want me to put it all on Diddy. No, it's a book. It's a hip-hop book. It started with Bambaataa, but it ended with Diddy. And there's a whole lot of pages in between. I'm saying that for a reason. Because Chuck D, he don't know. I've been exposed in Def Jam. So now guess what? You still around, huh, Chuck D, talking shit? Well, when I was a little boy watching Video Music Box, you was on the TV. But I always like Flavor Flav better. He ain't rap. Now, I respected y'all, but one thing you did, Chuck D, you fucking gaslit my ass. You made me think about Black Panthers, Farrakhan, and I was going to be fighting the system and all this bullshit. But when I got older, I realized, Chuck D, you work for white people. Your money comes from white people. You down with the small head people. You never no fucking revolutionary fool. You got a college degree. But you wanted me to believe that shit, right? I also learned the conspiracy to lock every black man up. You wanted me to be a young black terrorist. You wanted me to be a young black terrorist. Right now, Chuck D, I be so fucked up. I have felony, one shit. I be just fun to finish. And you'll still be on this fucking internet talking about rap. So guess what, Chuck D? And guess what? Chuck D is actually my friend on goddamn Twitter. So make sure y'all go tell him that so he can unsubscribe again. Don't care. Tell y'all this again. Let me finally show you these old pedo bastards. Because Chuck D about 65, right? And guess what? He's Bambaataa right-hand man. But we're going to just look at Chuck D telling himself. Mr. the Diddy trial. Let's go. I tell you this. Forget all that off-stage bullshit, Diddy and Dame Dash. Shorty played some great hype man roles to Biggie and Jay-Z. He's saying Diddy and Dame Dash play hype man to Biggie and Jay-Z. You know what Chuck D trying to do? Chuck D know that Diddy's being destroyed. You know that Dame Dash is a joke. So he's actually trying to betray it to the new generation that they were hype men for Biggie and Jay-Z. Can you see this shit? Is that not the biggest lie, y'all? Now look. Let's rewind it. I'm going to show you a straight fucking lying bastard. I tell you this. Forget all that off-stage bullshit. Diddy and Dame Dash Studio shorty played some great hype men, flunkies. They played some hype man roles for Biggie and Jay-Z, respectively. Great showmen, flunkies. I'm talking stage. Moving crowds ain't easy. That's the business. I'm not into all that extracurricular stuff. Huh? I ain't in all that Diddy hype. I ain't in all that shit. I'm into this rap shit. That's what he just said. Hip Hop Museum, here's the proof. What Chuck D don't know, holler me in the chat, y'all. If you see what I see, holler me in the chat. Huh? This is hip hop in your face. The thing is, Chuck D thought I was going to still be stupid. He think all black men still stupid. But they don't know this Diddy trial is exposing the behavior of black men, because this whole Diddy trial is also black men on trial. Whether they know it or not, like it or not, they can't duck this smoke. Huh? No. The biggest trial is going on. He trying to keep hip-hop alive. He also said, man, screw all that shit. He trying to cover it up with the fuck they was doing in the white 80s. Chuck D, you was signed to Def Jam. So I know what representative did to you. Yes, the rhythm, jam your ass up. That's right. Leo Cohen said, Chuck D, get in that book. You ain't fighting no fucking power. Chuck D, when you gonna come out and say it was entertainment, no such thing as fighting the power. No, that's the reason why people hate this country right now. You the one had a lot of black people thinking they ain't American, dummy. You just it. You were taught to raise a wave a Black Panther flag. You were taught to wave every flag, but the flag of this country. Who fault is that, Chuck D? Meanwhile, Chuck D worked for the flag the whole time. That's right. That's right. You see the goddamn rainbow? You see it say hip hop 50th anniversary? That's what hip hop is, dummy. But Chuck D don't think I know that. Well, if I see hip hop, I shall see the rainbow, dummy. I know that. So Chuck D, you're trying to tell me to forget about these shenanigans, right? You trying to say, oh, this all shenanigans. Man, I ain't into all that stuff. No, bro, you into this shit. Chuck D Bambaataa. Who that? Grandmaster Flash, Devil Horns, the Baphomet. Even though he wrote a book and said he touched on a girl when she was 13. They all Geppettos, man. They the ones started this shit. Started with them, ended with Diddy. I spit on that. They're the ones why you talk that African shit. They're the ones why you talk the red, the black, and the green. I got brainwashed like your stupid ass too. Swipe. I spit on all their ass. I wear American Polo, fool. I don't rock with that shit no more. See Chuck D about to get Bambaataa head? You know what Bambaataa did to him? Bingo. Swipe. Told him to stuck around too long. They all last win leave, y'all. They all old perverts. Chuck D been talking about the white man, the white man, the white man, the white man. They ain't saying about Bambaataa. Why? They're trained to talk about racism, but not rapism. That's it. Hip-hop is a rapist culture, Chuck D, when you're going to admit it. Take away a P. You're not a rapper. Stupid. You're exposed. You're all exposed. Just stand on the goat, fool. Bow down to the goat. Lift that goat up on the pedestal. We don't want to hear that black talk. All I want to hear from you is goat talk and goddamn pink and blue. That's it. You're all transsexual, fool. They all transsexuals. All of them. That's what they are. All right? You got some turning to woman, but some of them be looking like men, but they really cross. They women on the inside, fool. They women on the inside. They women from the waist up. They cross-dressers. Get it? Clear. Clear. As Diddy's on trial, it torments Chuck D. It torments Bambaataa because it's all of them. It's the hip-hop procedure for the white man in this game to give you the money. When they found all them, when they gave that money to Bambaataa, he was a little black boy. Remember that? They got that money as black boys in a poor-ass Bronx, poor-ass ghetto. That's right. Gay men, gay liberals that started this shit. You call them hippies. No, they backed the Black Panther movement from the rip. Anybody want to challenge me on history, you will find out the gay community supported the Black Panthers, dummy. They went hand in hand. But guess what? That same family turned into rap music. That's the same family. Then you're going to see hip-hop started with rich, white, gay dollars, period. They controlled it. They owned it. Now you're seeing the exposure of it, of the culture you fucking love. So don't get mad at me. I don't got no heroes in this shit. Why? Because they told you straight up. Shout out to my smart people that know the fucking truth. What they said. With all the Diddy talk, let's not forget who groomed him. So I don't want to hear about no damn Cassie being no hero or Diddy. Fuck them all. No, it's called they getting burnt. All they ass. That's what it's called. Who's next? Who's next? Who the fuck is next? Simple. They poison a lot of people, y'all. This for them. When I see their face, I know for a fact I had a lot of friends brainwashed from rap music. I also know a lot of them not here no more. This for them. This for the ones that believe in them. This for my people that died, but they never knew Jay-Z was fake. That's right. This for my little homie that died, but he never knew Cameron was a bitch. This for them. I don't care what y'all talking about. It's for all of them. This is for all the lives they ruined and they didn't do shit. So I'm going to say it again. Their number one charges is they didn't build shit for the black community. They didn't build shit. I spit any one of their face. And I spit any one of y'all face that feels sorry for any one of them. Why? They represent the end of all y'all ass. That's what it is. Anybody believe in this shit is representing all of y'all. That's it. If Diddy was the biggest, after him will be no bigger. Because when he give you that money, it's called trading places. When they play this game called, we're going to pick a nigga. We're going to pick one. And we're going to give him that money. And we're going to make him think he runs shit. Then we're going to brainwash all their whole fucking generation to believe that fucking lie. That's right. They believe in fairy tales. They still believe that shit. That's right. That's right. They believe in fairy tales. This shit called hip-hop also came out a movie in 83. This movie came out the same exact year after Planet Rock. When Planet Rock was a hit on the radio, this was the goddamn number one movie. Eddie Murphy became a star because in the 80s, they started this shit called black celebrity. But now you call it black entertainment. No, it was fake, and they showed you in the movie. We're going to take some fucking bums. We're going to take all you fucking bums, and we're going to make you fucking heroes. But meanwhile, it's going to be a lie because we had our fingers crossed. This shit was a bet. Go watch the damn movie. And they didn't just get one. They didn't just get anybody. They got the worst of the worst, the low of the low, the dirt of the dirt. Where you think Jay-Z come from? What? Marcy Projects. You don't go get a black boy from a nice home, hard-working parents. You don't go get the son of a doctor, lawyer. You don't do that. You don't get the son of two hard-working parents in Brooklyn. No, you get one from the goddamn ghetto. Huh? Don't play with me. You ready to grow up yet? No, hip-hop on trial. It's being exposed. Guess what? What if hip-hop was on trial for all the goddamn bodies it killed? What if America put hip-hop on the stand for all the goddamn bodies that got killed? That'd be a whole nother trial, wouldn't it? Okay, then shut up. No, you're going to take this fucking L and be proud of this shit. I'm from New York, so I'm the one going to knock it down. Ain't nobody else going to do it. I knock that shit down. Y'all ain't going to do it. I did it already. All right? No, this is what they did. They were taking souls. Let's go to the, oh, you don't believe it? When you on them goddamn drugs, what you going to see? That's what they was doing to your ass. They going to put you on them drugs. You going to think shit straight, but it don't work without a setup. They need a decoy. Meanwhile, they always running fucking games. Ain't none of their ass innocent. Cook them all. Epstein list, Diddy list, Bambaataa on that bitch. All they rap, all they shit gonna crumble, y'all. Even Fred Sanford said, you big dummy, y'all all fucking stupid as hell. It's all of them, nigga. All right, let's go. All of them what? Bingo. Hip-hop. Let me show you something. You want to run their mouth? Hip-hop. See the flag? Bingo. What Chuck D said? Yes, the rhythm, the rebel. A black power, the rhythm, the rebel. Bambaataa, black power. Let's go, black power. Bingo. I see rainbows. The ones that say black power, they the gay blacks. Bingo. That's hip-hop. Yes, the rhythm, the rebel. And whenever you see them hip-hoppers, you're going to see them. All right? See that? You exposed, Chuck D. I told you, fucking finished. The guys that run you, they at the top, dummy. The ones y'all work for, they at the top, dummy. Told you out of time. But you don't want to set the fact you were rapping when I was in elementary school. But guess what? I take this computer, I shall whip you guys. I will whip the fuck out of y'all. Y'all time to go. You will not poison no more generations with y'all bullshit, bro. And Chuck D, you ain't build shit neither. You ain't do shit. They got a hip-hop museum. Uh-oh, that was built by the state of New York. They don't own that shit neither. Hell no. No. No, y'all exposed. This is the pyramid of hip-hop. This is also the fucking pyramid of the black community. That's what it is. Challenge me right now. You can't challenge me. I ain't make it. They made it. This is what they've been pushing. It was hip-hop music that fulfilled the shit. Period. Those are the black rights you were fighting for. And you see the bottom? You were fighting for gay whites the whole time. It's called what? The white liberals. That's right. So hopefully you're going to wake up. 2025. You just anybody with this real shit, you just make sure you tap in. You don't want to be the dummy no more. You tap in. You tap in this weekend. All right? You want to stay stuck in fantasy land or you want to be free? You holler at me. That's what you do. You want to stay stuck in the past? You stay your ass in the past. You want to know what's going on now? You holler at me. You want to be a good American or you want to be a dead American? Which one you want to be? You pick one. All right? I'll keep telling y'all this shit over with. It's over. Why is it over? Because it's time up and we just getting started. I ain't finished yet. Let's go. I told you Tuesday, like what, Thursday, Friday? All right, let's go. All right, like I said, it's all of their ass. And a lot of people that been around them, somehow their ass dead. We ain't talking about that. No. All right? So, once again, R. Kelly's in jail. Diddy's in jail. Somebody's affiliated with all of them. Thank you, RT Bell. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Also, Yolanda. Thank y'all both. I got to heat up. So, what I say, look to me like you say the best for last. Why? There's no such thing as charging $2 billion at the same time. You can't fight both. But I'm going to say, before this term is up, his ass shall be dealt with accordingly. That's right. He shall be the big blockbuster news that is yet to come. One way or another. I want to put my head on the guillotine for that. Oh, yeah, y'all. Also, don't forget, people on this channel, I didn't forget what I said. Remember a long time ago, I said about 2-3 years ago, I said, yo, before it all started, before he got charged, I said, if Diddy go to jail, I'm going to do the Diddy dance, right? But I said, if he get that time, I mean, he really go to jail. Why I say that? I said, because, y'all, ain't no time he really going to get no time or not. If he got that time, I'll do the Diddy dance. Yeah, because they out of here. But I threw that at y'all because I was telling y'all, yeah, he's charged. But ain't no telling his. I said that way back then. So let's go. Why I say that? Because I knew nobody, no man was going to testify against him in court, y'all. Yo, y'all, this is an exposure of the men. Cassie and Diddy's lifestyle is actually the revelation of what they've been doing in the industry. This one particular stories, they're just using models to protect the innocent and the scared. That's it. But when you see that nobody stepped up, because remember, it's this simple. If you know for a fact you've been around, look, it's like this, y'all. It's somebody supposed to have a goddamn story on Diddy. It's supposed to be a man or somebody say, man, that man touched on me some shit. You know what I'm saying? No. They scared, y'all. They scared. That's why you see Terrence Howard, he went on the internet talking that bullshit. Diddy try? No, fool, shut up. Because you know for a fact you was a willing participant, and if you had any chance to get a money grab, you would have did it right now. Family, how does Terrence Howard only have $4 million left? And that was before taxes. Let's go. Where the fuck is Jay-Z at? Where's his ass at? His wife been getting embarrassed. Huh? This how they do you, y'all. See, bro, you're going to come in straight. See, you were listening to hip-hop when you was a kid. You were listening to Fruity Bambaataa. You were listening to all this fruity shit, bro, your whole life. But you didn't stop. You believe Jay-Z was real. You didn't stop, bro. You just kept going. So now, bro, you pink. And you don't know reality from falsehood, right? You wanted to be a rapper, bro. You want to be a drug dealer. You want to be a YouTuber, a podcaster. You want to be everything but what you're supposed to do. So now, guess who you are now, bro? A lot of y'all just done got flipped. So now you just like this, bro. And now you just want to be doing nothing all day. You a cartoon character, bro. But that's what Diddy made your ass. He was a cartoon character. You're going to be a cartoon character. Same thing I said. Now, for those who don't know hip-hop history, let me tell you something. It was a lie told a long time ago about how Diddy hit this man in the head with a bat. His name's Steve Stout. They made a video called You Can Hate Me Now. And it was said that Diddy came in the room and hit him in the head with a bat. Bow. It was Nas' video. Come to find out our Ben Pool was a lie because you ain't never seen no mark on Steve Stout's head. But you seen this picture of Diddy and Steve Stout hugged up. Why? Because this when they were grooming on rappers and on rap fans. This when they been knew rap fans are pink because they did so much pink shit and they just loved it more. Homies over hoes, do the homie. Y'all remember that shit? Gangstalicious. Do the homie. Do the homie. Homies over hoes. Homies over hoes. They've been trolling for years, y'all. They've been trolling us over a decade. Are you willing to accept it? Well, if you don't, the story's being told in court right now. Do the home. You see how they say do the homie? They really meant do the homie. Diddy, he really be doing the homies, get it? He don't just do the homie dance. He really be doing the homies. See that? All in the fucking jokes, y'all. 10 years ago, Gangstalicious. Whole time the shit P. Diddy. All right? That's the revelation, y'all. Let's go. All right? So now you get it. When Cameron wears pink, that's who he is. He's out the closet, guys. Just like Wale is. Wale, he comes back out with something to say at the wrong time. Family, how many times I told him to run? I said run. I said run. I said run. I kept telling their ass to run because they're going to get exposed. You can't duck this smoke, guys. You're not ducking it. When you're proud of hip-hop now, you might as well have a patch to go with it. Just be proud of this shit all the way because you're going to miss this boat. Y'all missed all the gay right opportunities. That's how dumb y'all are. Man, the gay community has so many goddamn rights. They gave out so much money to the last regime. They cut all that shit. When I tell y'all them budgets getting cut, that means anybody that went gay, you ain't get your money. Your ass finished. You stupid as hell. You mean to tell me, bro, you undercover and kept it in the car so long, you ain't even get you a free crib. You ain't even get a free crib and some payroll money. You was a dummy, bro. That's right. So that means you failed as a black guy and you failed as a gay. You failed as a gay guy too. Well, that's you. That's hip hop. All right? See that? Hip hop. You get a deal, you make it, but somehow you end up gay and broke in the end. Hip hop. Wale. Right in your face. What he signed to? Maybach Music. Rick Ross. For those who don't know, my other fans, look, he signed to the same exact label as Meek Mill. You got proof of Meek Mill on audio. And you got proof of Wale in the bed. Bingo. No, this who they are. Rick Ross artists. You got Rick Ross online right now. Google the picture. Rick Ross kissing Diddy. Right? Rick Ross and Diddy was outright. But if you don't believe them, just look at the artists that signed to Rick Ross. Both Rick Ross artists are exposed as what? Okay. What part you don't get? It's out the closet, but you accepted it. He's from D.C. We know about the DMV. Wale shuts down wild rumors of Diddy balcony incident. Fool, he did do something on the balcony. He's a punk. All right? So that's why when you ran your mouth, you got exposed. This was a link on Wale in a bed with a man, damn it. No. Not. That's why to this day, a lot of them rappers, you ain't never, how you think, you know the proof they don't be with no woman? Why you think no woman never sneaked a shot on their ass while they was asleep? All right? If them niggas, if they was in a coochie like that, you know how many women would have took pictures of their ass while they was asleep? No. What they into? Home is over hoe. Home is over hoe. He do the home man. He do the home man. That's right. All right? I kept telling y'all, keep talking that rap shit. See that? Meek Mill. Now, for people that don't know nothing about rap, is it a coincidence? These guys were on the same record label. Same record label. He's cooling his ass up in the pool after Diddy got him. He laying in the bed asleep. Any more questions? Same family, same team. That's when I've been new. Rappers beefing with each other. That shit feminine. They were beef. When I saw them on the same label beefing with each other, I knew what time it was. Anyway, let's go. Meek has been fighting to clear rumors about his sexuality in Combs. What am I telling you? Guys, they already gave you all the proof that all the rappers are gay. They exposed them already. The case we watching right now, the Diddy trial, is the exposure and the proof of what Diddy did to all the fucking rappers. That's what it is. Boom. Let's go. The mansion, y'all. Vegas. Cassie said on the stand, Diddy took her to Vegas for her birthday. Guess what? He did the same thing with Meek Mill. He took Meek Mill to Vegas for his birthday and spent money on his ass like he was his prime date for that night. Yes, he did. Now that you know what about Diddy, don't miss the points in the case. He's a fucking freak. He's a freak. Cassie said, no telling you no. Now this freak weirdo, he chooses you for the night. He says, we're going to get this hotel. I'm going to spend $27,000 on you. Let's go. Bingo. Imagine what happened in that mansion, right? What year was that? 2014. The number one question is, was Cassie with him that night? Who knows? They was in a relationship around that time, but I don't know. But I know what they did in that mansion that night. Why? It's public information. They put it out already. But I told you, they put the realest shit out already. A lot of y'all was asleep because you were watching bum-ass content creators. Why? What y'all didn't know is, I can tell you now, the plan and trick was for you to watch all the fake-ass content creators that were covering it up. So when the Diddy trial started, you won't know shit. And that's how it went down. Meanwhile, all the truth done got revealed already. Let's go back to the mansion. Huh? What they say? I managed a $25,000 Diddy party. He installed locks on all the bedrooms and kept the key. Bingo. Huh? That was a private Diddy party. Throughout the years. I wonder who else is with him in that house. When I keep telling y'all, you can't compare them to normal people, jackass. You ain't never in your life went to a party when the motherfucker changed the locks on the door. You ain't going nowhere. Huh? What's wrong with y'all? Stop being a normal person, comparing yourself to goddamn weirdos. Because rich people are weirdos, dummy. You got to get up and go to work tomorrow. They still be asleep. They don't never got to get. They do what the fuck they want. All right? Understand that. The problem is you thought you was a goddamn rapper. You think this shit your life, and you was trying to compare this shit to your life and your life to theirs. No. You watch this shit like a damn movie, because that's what it is. When I told y'all the realest shit is in real life, let's go to the goddamn mansion where they pee on mouse and blood on sheets. Let's go. Huh? A day prior video footage from a May 2014 party that combs through for the Dreams and Nightmares rapper was released to the public. When I kept telling y'all, this was a Diddy leak. When I showed y'all LeBron was leaked. When I showed y'all Jay-Z get smacked on the ass. Diddy smacked Diddy. All those are leaks. Jay-Z smacking Diddy on the, you know what I'm saying? Diddy smacking Jay-Z on the ass in public. These were leaks, guys. This is what I was telling y'all play by play. This is the proof they got footage. It just ain't all been released. They got footage from Diddy's cell phones. I follow this shit. They say this fool had phones in his vault from 2008. He had the original iPhone still, y'all. In vaults. And you get it? Yes. He got all of the original phones. Blackmailing the whole time. So I've been telling you, since he been locked up, shit been leaking already. When LeBron say, ain't no party like a Diddy party, that was a leak. This a leak. Meanwhile, all public information. So where y'all at? Who been asleep? No, they been giving me the clues on what he did to all they fucking ass. It's just playing out through the Cassie trial. And what they're also telling you, if none of these men don't come testify and accept what happened, that means he ain't gonna get crucified. So if you want to be mad at anybody who don't get crucified, you be mad at these goddamn men in this game. Because they the ones, yeah. If anybody got, it was them. If anybody got RAPE'd, it was them because they ain't want it. So either they didn't want it or they wanted it. That's it. If they didn't want it and they don't sue, they ass scared. All right? It's that simple, y'all. Because this is what they was doing. They was in there with cross dressers and all of that. Because I keep telling you what Diddy gonna do. They party with all women. All right? They don't discriminate. That's how it works. Mind you, what drugs they told you they was on? Think in your mind when they in this mansion. When they always got the lights altered on purpose. Think all the drugs. What they be on, y'all? What she say? Ecstasy, coke, weed, shrooms. Right? What else? They on that Tainted Ciroc. All in the party, y'all. You don't know what you're looking at. You don't know what you're doing. And anything you do, you ain't gonna remember anyway. Or you can act like you don't remember shit. That's what they was doing, y'all. No, it's 2014. 2014. Let's go. See that? All the men in there. It's blurry, grainy footage because it was leaked while Diddy was in jail. That's why. This shit, he got locked up September. This shit got leaked in November. He leaked this shit after his birthday. All right? He told the kids, go get the phone, leak that shit. Let's go. All right? So I'm showing you. All the revelations been exposed already. It's been exposed already. Lil Durk, before he became a superstar. That's right. Pay attention. That might be Sydney Star right there. That's right. Drake, that's right. Lil Durk is with a cross-dresser right there. That's right. It's a cross-dresser in the back and the front of his ass. They got cross-dressers in there too. That's right. You're looking at a freak-off mansion, the laid-back mansion. Get it? That's the night Lil Durk was going to get served up. That's the night he got signed to what? Def Jam. Out of all the record labels, he was not with Def Jam. But when he signed with Def Jam, he got jammed up. And after that, he became a superstar. But before that, remember Lil Durk had a gun charge. He was in all this trouble. Now went to jail, right? Okay. He was in the program, guys. And this one, Diddy was in charge of that shit. And Diddy had Lil Durk too that night, bitch. He had all their ass, y'all. Yes, he did. Laid back. Laid back music. Once again, the laid back mansion. See all those men? Just think everything Cassie told you. Think about everything Cassie told you. Then on top of that, you think all them drugs. And then you think about how Diddy changed the locks on the door, and you ain't going nowhere. Huh? You ain't going nowhere. Now, also, this has nothing to do with a freak off, because this man throw freak offs wherever he go. For those who don't know, it's slow. He would have a shit called a King's Night, where he'll book hotels and have a freak off on the King's Night. He had many different freak offs. Many different ones. He had private shit for himself. He had King's Night. He had the freak off ceremony every year. He had shit like this, birthday freak off. He had a lot of shit. And then when you understand, it was also cross-branded. It was about selling that Ciroc, because now you know the truth. But I told you that he owed them Ciroc. Them Ciroc people were paying him $100 million a year. His $1 billion come from 100 million a year. So Diddy knew he always had to work. He had to work. He had to sell that liquor. He had to recoup that money for them people, man. He know that shit. So that's why you're going to see he wasn't doing no music. He was throwing parties and pushing that rock. But also, he was blackmailing, and they were doing a lot of dirt. All right? So you see the Maybach emblem, this the mansion. Now let's keep going, because you're going to find out what happened in that house. You're going to find out what happened in that house. Let's go. There it is, y'all. The room of death. The room of death for your backside. That's it. So the star of the night was Meek Mill, Lil Durk, y'all. So you think of everything Cassie told you. You think of all the stories you heard, y'all, and you put them right in that room right there. You put that baby on bathtub right there. You put all that shit in that room. I'm gonna give it to you right clean, y'all. You gonna look. You put them drugs in that room, them tables. You put it all in that room, y'all. And also don't forget, see that door right there? That shit locked. Huh? You know what that mean? You talking all that shit, what you ain't gonna do. You talking about what you ain't gonna do. He done spent how much? He spent, and don't forget, he spent the $25,000 out for one night for 24 hours. You talking about what you ain't gonna do? Sound good, right? What you gonna do, Lil Durk? What you gonna do, Lil Durk? You know what's happening to Lil Durk before you leave the house, right? You know what happened to Meek Mill that night, right? You see that deal with Fresh Montana? I tell you, the henchman. What you think Fresh Montana and Diddy did to Meek that night? What you think they did to him? Huh? They already let you know what they did. Because Fresh and Diddy, they did it to a lot of people. That's right. Blackmail. I'll tell you another thing. I'm going to throw it at you again. Go do your homework on Khloe Kardashian. Go do your homework on Khloe Kardashian and come back and holler at me. And that's all I'm going to say. All right, let's go. No, hip-hop is what it was. First Montana from the Bronx, Bambaataa from the Bronx. Every time you hear the Bronx, you hear a zesty-ass story, don't you? Somehow the zesty-ass stories come out the Bronx, don't they? I don't know why. Don't ask me. I just know the zesty-ass stories come from the Bronx. So, let's keep it going. Then they tell you Jim Jones really from the Bronx, because that's where that pink shit be at. Something like that. Anyway, don't get mad at me, bro. Y'all love hip-hop, right? Well, this the hip-hop room. All right, bro. So now you know, youngster, you want to be a hip-hop rapper, you got to go in that room. Only way you going to come out that room, you got to be blood on them sheets, fool. That's right. That's right. After all that hip-hop music, you're going to go in that room. Guess what? Now you see why we call it the laid-back mansion? Because Meek Mill was there. His ass had to lay back on that bed. That's right. Lay back. You know what Diddy did to him, right? You don't believe me? Let's look at what happened that night. Let's see what the fuck happened. Let's see what the people say happened that night. A bedroom in the Parisian Palace, which the man named Hort, he's the one that he run the shit, the property. He described as a period home with bedroom doors made from solid wood that had solid brass Mortise type locks with crystal door handles and a skeleton key. All right. This is also an ancient mansion. Yes. So meaning this mansion is a sacred mansion, it's a ritualistic mansion, and it's in its original state. All the original everything. It's a ritualistic room. Period. You might call it a haunted house. But that room right there, Meek Mill, Lil Durk. What am I showing you? Guys, Johnny come lately. I'm showing you how all the truth already been revealed about what Diddy was doing to all the ass. This is how a lot of us already know this case ain't really too much about nothing right now. All right? This is what it's about. It's about Cassie and Diddy exposing exactly what happens in this game and what Diddy did to every fucking body. That's what they're telling you. All right? Do you see that room? You think 700 dildos. Get it? This room, 1,000 bottles of baby oil. The secret joke to the whole shit is that Diddy did everything he did to Cassie to all of the fucking men. That's what you're not getting. All right? Why? Because it's like in the Bambaataa case. Nobody want to come out and tell the truth and step up. These men got wives. These men got girlfriends. They got baby mama. They got kids. They've been living lives. They got friend, cousin. They don't want to tell shit. Meanwhile, they all miss their payout. All right? Cassie got hers. But I keep telling you, it's about, see, look, y'all, Cassie got her. All right, let's look at the case in it today. Cassie won. She been won. She got her money. She exposed Diddy. She got away from him. She married. She got a new life. That shit is over with. Meanwhile, look at everybody else. They stuck in limbo, right? That's how it's supposed to play out. Everybody else in limbo. Meanwhile, she's good. Meaning, if this case ended today and Diddy beat it, guess what's going to happen? Cassie going to go back to living a beautiful life? And what else that mean? That would mean everybody under Diddy will live in shame for the rest of their life. Did you know did you know if Diddy was actually come home, that would actually silence the whole game, period? It would just be a blackout. If he beat the case, it would put a blackout on this shit. You know why? Because nobody would know what's next. Now they got to be scared if he's going to be in that big-ass goddamn black-ass jet and come crash on their ass. Don't forget, they all got ran out of Hollywood. Their ass ain't got nowhere to go no more, y'all. The freak-off mansion in Hollywood is still there. It's still in Malibu. They shit gone, y'all. If Diddy was to come home, it would be a black cloud over. They would be so scared, y'all. Meanwhile, Cassie going with a life. So what I'm telling you is, this shit is an exposure of the rap game and the rappers. That's what it all is. That's all it is, y'all. So let's continue on. See that? They already told us everything already. Why you think Lil Durk in jail? No, they already told us already. They showed us everything he did already. The court case is confirming it. Meek Mill sends well wishes to incarcerated Sean Diddy Combs after video footage from their party services. Know why he did that? Because he knew Diddy was going to leak some more shit on his ass. Hey, what's up, Diddy? Remember, I told you, they wasn't showing him love. He leaked that shit. Hey, what's up, Diddy? Hey, Diddy innocent. Because he know Diddy got that footage, guys. He know that. Meek Mill knows this. Why you think we just saw Meek Mill? Where? In Dubai. All right. There was somebody had to say, I will always believe Diddy contributed to who Justin Bieber became. Who sends their 15-year-old off with a stranger? Hopefully justice is served. What are we proving? The Geppetto shit already happened. Why? Well, obviously, y'all was still supporting Diddy, even though he took Justin Bieber at 15. All right? Y'all was still supporting Diddy, right? So like I said, I wasn't drinking Ciroc. I wasn't in the era. It was not until this Diddy shit, I just learned he was responsible for Justin Bieber. Until recent, I didn't even know that shit. I didn't know he controlled him, and I didn't know he got Usher to control him, because Usher controlled him. I didn't know that until I went into all of this. So when I tell you I went all the way in it, all the way back up to put it all together, this is how nobody gonna tell me shit about this. Justin took a deal. Justin is the proof. Diddy, you got Justin Bieber at 15, a young man from a whole nother country. I'm gonna say it like that, a whole nother place, Canada. Meaning you took him across state lines from another place. You had this young man in America doing all type of dirt, and you were doing all type of stuff to him. And yes, he turned him into an animal. What I said about Diddy's son yesterday, I said, yeah, you could tell he got a little bit of Diddy in him. Because guess what? He's going to turn you into him. I keep telling you that. He's going to turn you into a monster. He's the proof right there. Why? Justin, you're going to watch over them white celebrities. You're going to watch over them. Meanwhile, we work together. Him, Cassie, Diddy. At that time, Fresh Montana, Rick Ross. Yep. Diddy, Justin is a reflection of Diddy. Diddy raised his ass, y'all. I didn't know that because I wasn't watching entertainment at that time. But when he changed his name to P. Diddy, you'll see that's when he started hanging around all the young people. I told you that was when he was on this. That's when I tell y'all the Geppetto Predator shit happened already. When he changed his name to P. Diddy, R. Kelly was going to court. R. Kelly already beat that shit. R. Kelly, the Power Pipe, was making music. His name was P. Diddy. They was all on 106 and Park because our stupid ass didn't look at grown-ass men on 106 and Park. Y'all didn't look at it like that. You didn't look at it like, why these grown people don't have a grown-up show? Why do they have grown-ups on a kid's show? Because they were grooming us to be used to Geppetto behavior. That's it. We teach you to be used to grown-ups around kids. You get older, you're going to be grown-ups around kids. Right? You're not going to be a mentor. You ain't going to teach them shit. You're going to teach them how to get high. You're going to teach them how to have sex. You're going to tell them all your stupid ass shooting stories, and that's what you're going to do. That's what will happen. All right? So look. Justin did get turned out. What's the proof of Diddy? Cassie and Justin, the proof is when you hang around Diddy, you're going to be something else. The Only difference in Justin, he got more money than the whole rap game right now we speak. No matter what you think about Justin, he still has over $100 million. If I'm not mistaken, Justin has over 150 million. Why? Because he hung around Diddy. What does that mean? He was smart enough to keep something for himself. He wasn't broke. Why is everybody else broke? You mean Mace? Diddy found Mace first and he don't got that much? Nope. Cam, none of them? Nope. He got 150 million. Tupac is up in heaven smiling at what that sick piece of garbage Diddy is going through right now. That's what they say, y'all. They saying at the end, Diddy ain't getting nothing but his karma. So what are we saying? Everybody been knew Diddy was a piece of shit. But what? They never thought it would happen to them. That's all it is, y'all. You never thought it would happen to you. What you say? He ain't doing it to me. Yo, your friend, he a snitch. He ain't snitch on me. Until he do it to you, right? Okay, then. Now you got it, right? That's what all this shit is about. They don't understand who the devil don't spare nobody. So now you see the proof of the room. Everything playing out in court, y'all, is giving you inside details on what Diddy does to people at locations. He took Meek to Vegas. He took Cassie to Vegas. He take his lover to Vegas, but that man don't have no love, straight sex. Everything he does is willing participants with a lot of people. All right? He got Lil Durk that night. Look at all these men. They have fun that night too, y'all. All they ass had fun. Cross-dressers. Everything, man. Straight woman. Don't matter. That's how they get down. See Wale? He told on himself. No, they freaks. I told you they freaks. They be so gay, they can't even help themselves. Y'all, I told you already. All right? Know why I know that? You got outright gay celebrities right now ain't getting caught in the bag. You ain't gonna see no picture on them. And they'll tell you today, that man from TMZ, he said it yesterday. He said, I'm a gay man. The one with the beard, he's an outright gay man. But you ain't gonna catch him in no pictures like that. No, that's them people. That's them rappers. The rappers are the messy ones. They the freakiest ones. That's right. I told you, man, the real gay people are in relationships. The nasty, perverted gays, they gotta sneak around. And they're the main one with the diseases. See, the married gays, they don't got diseases. It's the other ones. The two-way, yeah. It's the rap ones. It's the hip-hop ones. How you know that? It's in the story, y'all. Pay attention. It's in the story. Cassie told you she got what? Sores in the mouth, UTIs, right? Because she telling you the rappers are the nastiest. That's the part y'all not getting. So while you picking and choosing, you don't even know who got STDs in your face. Oh, yeah, don't forget. It also was a man in a lawsuit. He said in 2022, he alleges he got HIV from a freak off. That's why I keep telling y'all. I'm gonna keep telling you. The greatest details of the whole shit already been released. So I don't forget nothing. A gay man, outright gay, he's outright. He said he was at the freak off in 2022. He said he contracted HIV. That's what he said. No telling if it's the truth or not. But it's not hard for me to believe, y'all. Cassie says she suffered sores on her tongue and UTIs from Diddy freak-offs. Now, I need y'all to explain this to me. I got my own beliefs, but please explain this to me. What sores do you get in your mouth? And this, if it's what I think it is, does it ever go away? But then put in your mind, Cassie has sores in her mouth, UTIs, and she's having sex with people. Fool, I look at damn near all of them like they got something. I remember a long time ago, somebody took a picture and they put like 12 celebrities on it, and all of them had herpes bumps on their lips. I knew about it. That's why I said I've been through it, because they all deal with each other. They all freak off with each other, y'all. They spread their nasty diseases, all of that. All right, there you go, Ty Deuce. There you go. I assume with herpes, exactly. So, does that mean the shit go away, or does she have that shit for life? All right, so let's stop it. As far as we know, also Diddy could have something. That also got to do with a lot too. When you hear about shit like him watching, that's so he won't get no lawsuit. Because remember, if Diddy got STDs, he give it to a model sue his ass. So I'm gonna look at it like that too. He got STDs. So that's why a lot of shit he just watching. Plus, that's part of him watching is the recording. Don't forget that. Him watching it is recording. That when you hear anything about Diddy watching, that means he's recording it first. As he's recording it, he playing with himself. That's also to play it off. But just know, anytime he had somebody do anything, it was always documented. Always. And then you're going to see a lot of this shit, he was not on camera, y'all. Cassie said, I want to understand. He looking at the shit through the FaceTime. So what? He won't be on camera incrimination. Which means what? Somebody getting blackballed. But what you're not getting is they didn't tell us everybody. They just told us about one whack-ass model. No, they're telling you the blackmail game. Well, he spent $25,000 on this place and changes the locks. Change the locks, y'all. What you think gonna happen in that shit? Is some shit gonna happen? Don't forget what state they in, what city they in, y'all. Tell you Diddy's a goddamn diddler. They in Vegas. So Diddy books a room in Vegas for the rappers. Meek Mill. He books a room in Vegas. He locks the doors, change the locks. Because why? Well, go on in Vegas, stays in Vegas. He meant that shit for real. So why would you get a hotel in Vegas? Meek Mill's from Philly. You from New York. You all the way on the West Coast in Vegas. You locking doors. Also, I know, they also let you know, if somebody die in that house, you ain't gonna know about it, dummy. If somebody die in that house, you know what? Diddy got caught on camera whipping somebody's ass and got away with it. If somebody died in that fucking house and that money on the table, you think you wanna know about that? If I keep telling you, you keep forgetting. You got ODs, you got all type of shit happening at these parties, guys. Ain't no fucking ambulance pulling up. You dead, you out of here. That's what I'm talking about. What else happened in this mansion to get them some clarity what happened in this mansion? Right in their face. Meanwhile, that person could be sedated. You don't know nothing. You don't know who else ended up like that. But they been giving you all the inside details of this shit. So if you've been on this internet since November and you never saw none of this, you just smack yourself. Why? Because then you're going to learn that none of them fake-ass content creators, they made sure they didn't talk about none of this shit. Because it might have happened to them. That might be how they got their deal. You know, all washed up celebrities, they had to do something. That might have been their ass. That's right. They don't want to remember that shit. It's horrifying. But see, when you Diddy, right? He gonna do you like back in the day. And him and French gonna wear your ass out. See, they gonna get that young boy in that room and they gonna break his ass in. You know what they gonna do? They gonna take turns on him. They gonna have that boy in that room and there ain't no way out. Guess what? This is the room where they found blood, razor blades, drugs, coke, baby oil, lubricant, all of the floors, sheets, everywhere. Right here. Right here. You want to know more details? Look it up. So I keep telling you, I know what this is about. It's being played out backwards. See, you waiting for it to come out in court. Guess what? They told you already. Everything in court is what? Confirmation of what Diddy fucking does if you didn't believe it. So if you saw all this shit and you ain't believe it, now it's in court being told to your face. No. The revelation is hip-hoppers were gay. Rappers were gay as hell. That's all it's about. They was talking about shooting women, how much pee they get, but they liars. They don't even like black people. They don't give them nothing. They really like white women. They like every other race. They like Spanish, brown. They like every other race but black people. They hate black people. They hate them, destroy them, take their money, and teach them lies. That's what this case about. So, hey, y'all, you know the people y'all believed in and told y'all them lies? Here they go. They really all fakes and frauds and perverts, and they all fruity. They gave it to you on a silver platter, y'all. That's all it is. So on that note, now you got it, right? No, it's the rap game. But Cassie, she good. Aaliyah's dead. Aaliyah is dead. Guess what? Same thing Cassie going through. Aaliyah went through the same exact thing. Same exact thing. Yup. So that's why I say, even Fred Sanford knows a lot of y'all are big dummies. This ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. Because when you're a celebrity waking up, y'all, you don't know what's next. But here's my prediction of the day, because we're going to get to it. Diddy's lawyers are going to prosecute They're going to come at Cassie today. They're going to cross-examine. I already know this shit going to be funny. It's going to come, some shit going to come out. They're going to try to make Cassie look like a liar. And now she's got to explain all this shit, how all this shit happened. This shit going to be hilarious. I already know that. So, I'm going to holler at y'all later. I appreciate all y'all tapping in. Go watch everybody else. Go get up to date and holler at me later. Just make sure you don't get turned pink. Being turned pink also could be you believe too many fucking lies. It's called being tickled pink. All right? You just believe too many lies. All right? You become an idiot. No such thing as a pink elephant. Or a pink bunny rabbit. So anyway, as you see hip-hop, Chuck D said what? Man, forget all this off-stage bullshit with Diddy. Just worry about this hip hop shit. See? Sorry, guys. Chuck D and Bambaataa. Just so happened Chuck D head is going down towards Bambaataa private parts. So I know what Bambaataa did to him. Period. Chuck D. We know now. Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5, fuck them all. He wrote a book, said what he did to a minor. They're all perverts out the bag, y'all. You see Grandmaster Flash throwing up his goat horns, right? Yeah, y'all. They the real Geppettos, y'all. They are the Geppettos of the industry. It's out the bag. They have to be out the bag. The executives touch on you and make you a star. It was the white men that gave Bambaataa the money to cut the first record deal. They touched on him. All right? The white executives at that time, the liberals, they ran a train on his ass. Hip-hop was always controlled by the liberals, y'all. I just told you the Blue Party. Hip-hop was a liberal movement controlled by liberals, picked by liberals. Get it to your fucking head, y'all. Liberals control and own hip-hop music from day one. Ever since disco got destroyed, the 80s was a world of all real powerful empires. They became invisible. They went underground, and they gave all the money to other people and said, y'all guys do it. That's what happened. When the hippies knew they wasn't going to let them live, they created hip-hop. So now you're going to get it. When you saw all those hip-hop tours your whole life, and you seen all those white kids there, just know they were all kids of the hippies. They knew exactly what hip-hop was. Rock and roll, rebellion, all right? That's what it was. So maybe you black guys accept the fact you embraced every bit of white culture, European culture. You pick one. You embraced it all, dummies. And that's who you are now. They taught you about Africa. They taught you about everything you know. So pump your fist with pride to this day and accept it all. But just know, we all ain't the same. Who ain't the same? Any of us that don't believe in rap and don't love rap and don't care about that shit or Africa. That's it. So carry on, folks. Or the slave. I don't care about no slave. I don't care about none of that shit. Don't apply to me. That was a program given to you. And that's your life. So until you get out, that's your fucking life. Now watch your life play out through this Diddy trial. All right? Know that. See that black fist? That's Bambaataa. See that black fist? That's all the black power African talk they told you. That's where they come from. Dummy. You see that Africa? You see that Zulu shit? All that come from them. All right? It comes from them. This is them. See the pyramid? There's them. Hopefully you get it now. Nobody ever told you this in your life. That's them. Hip-hop was the gay culture controlled by the liberals. See the liberals at the bottom? That's right. They control that shit. They're the foundation. And you the representation. That's why they married, and you just a freak. All right? Now you see why all this is about what? Freakoffs. What's the whole scenario about Diddy? What we hearing? He was what? Freaky. We ain't getting nothing else but freaky stories. When you got all the stories about Bambaataa, a guy came on the internet. What stories did you get about him? Freaky stories. You didn't hear about nobody fucking up Bambaataa. You didn't hear about nobody fucking up Diddy. But you heard about all these fucking gangster rappers, right? All these gangster rappers, nobody got fucked up. No, the proof is they really got jammed up. You get it? I get it clear as day. Hip-hop was a down low black male culture of nothing but punks that love you know what. That's all it was. And they just spent their whole career trying to convince us they're not. That's it. Because in the end, we still got the truth. What goes under the dark comes to the light. Why? The rainbow must always shine through. The trick is, dummy, you're never going to hide this light. Because the rainbow's supposed to shine, dummy. Ain't no such thing as a rainbow in the closet. The rainbow shines outside. So you didn't get it. I got it clear as day. Y'all were all supposed to come out the fucking closet and embrace the rainbow. But you didn't do it, so now you get humiliated. Simple and plain. All the other celebrities came out, they straight. All the other ones down with rock and roll, they came out. Their careers flourishing. But it's you hard-headed Negroes, you ain't want to come out. So now you want to stay and get exposed. Big dummies. On that note, I'm out. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Appreciate all of y'all's Cash App, Super Chat, membership. Appreciate everybody send like buttons, all of that. Everything, comments, everything, y'all. We're going to go. We're going to get out of here. This is rap. So that's all it is, all it was. Hey, if you are from the rainbow lifestyle, that's your business. That's on you. If you, whoever you are, who fucking cares? We not in the time no more where your sexuality is important. Who cares? I just be making jokes. Who cares? Who cares what I say? My opinion don't mean shit. That's the world we in. Understand that part. But when you understand this world is, people gonna always say shit. People always gonna have judgment. Don't mean nothing though. But what they say, don't be ashamed of shit you do. You ain't nothing to worry about. It's that simple. So if that's who you are, be who you are. Who cares? Just know that the world know what rap is. All right. Also, you know the world know rap was a joke because there was never no such thing as a rich black person. We're gonna just give you the money, you keep it in your bank account, but your bank account is our bank account. Anytime we feel like it, one phone call, your shit deleted. Whitney Williams, all right? Whitney Williams was the proof. We cut y'all water on, we cut y'all shit off. Then when it's said and done, any day we want to, we make you take all the fucking blame. And half the music industry was at Diddy parties doing the same evil stuff. I want them all in prison. No, they just want one person so everybody else get away. Nope. We out. Appreciate all of y'all. One. Every freaking day, every freaking night, every freaking, see what I'm saying, y'all? They freaky. Eating sushi off coochie. Who does that? And on top of that, they eat sushi on top of coochie that be STDs and UTIs. Every freaking, like I said earlier in the recap, why did Diddy trust her? Why she don't got no stories of abuse? Seemed to me like she ain't want to be abused. Why did Diddy trust her more than Cassie? Why did he have Kim Porter pregnant, have babies? Why did he have babies with Kim Porter and take Cassie to parties and freakoffs? And why this woman is in trouble like Diddy? And they say she the clean-up woman and she didn't abuse nobody. I don't know. Like I said, y'all, the truth is, man, they abused the hell out of Meek Mill, y'all. I'm telling you, they abused and passed his ass around. They fucking dragged his ass, y'all. They did. They also put him on Nicki, man. I told you they put him on Nicki. That's right. Jay-Z screwed Meek Mill too. He did the same thing Diddy did to him, y'all. That's right. They all did it to him. You saw Lil Durk? He ain't have all them tats, no long hair. He was green and innocent. They got him tender, y'all. Def Jam. Lay back. And like I said, these events, everybody be smart enough not to get put on camera, y'all. But that's the room. He got the locks changed. He had a skeleton key. No way out. You ain't getting out that shit. So you know what happened that night. Simple. The question is, was Cassie with them that night? Who knows? Who knows?